think I'm live. Trying to do this more smoothly where I don't have the pause at the beginning. Yeah, we're live. Yeah, I was just, you know, well, first of all, I was working on my book today. Got 5 more pages done on it. And then I was watching Candy's video. And she stated that that she was watching my live stream and was only muted the conversation that me and Street and Jason were having, and so that she could just chat without hearing us talk. Okay, you know what that's called? That's called being ignorant, and then ignoramus, you know, ignoring. No wonder they know nothing about my solution, because they don't listen, they don't pay attention, they don't give a fuck. And I titled this one, the defamation of the chasers, because I talked to somebody who's influential in mainstream media and stuff, and I was accused of saying bad things about, probably about Shelly and Toby, right? The things I said about them were exactly what they said on their show, like Toby paying the prostitutes in Taiwan to teach them how to eat pussy. Shelly talking about, I feel so drunk. No, Toby, I'm not sleeping in your guest room. I'm going to sleep in your bed. And I'm the asshole. You know what? That thing with them started off with Shelly. I put in the chat, because they don't see the stuff in the rocks that I see. They don't see the shapes in the rocks. They're unable to. Their imagination won't let them see the shapes in the rocks, because they're if I go there, people think I'm an idiot, because Bill Gorman sees it and he's an idiot, right? No. Well, anyhow, I put in their chat. The gypsies lack imagination. And boom, Shelly just exploded. Oh my God, Bill Gorman just personally insulted me. Thank you, moderators, for keeping the room safe. Right there, Shelly. That is defamation. And because you go and spread that kind of defamation on me, turn the whole community against me when I did not personally insult you. Therefore, you're a bitch. You earned that title when you accuse somebody of defaming you when they never did. And so I get a bad rapport when I try to go to somebody who is a professional instead of you low-lifers. You don't understand. I'm an Aries. Aries, we do not take shit. If somebody throws shit at me, I throw it right back in their face. And I might throw it 10 times harder. That's all there is to that. And so anything from that point beyond, and then they spread it on to Kate Pro and Mike and Amy and so they all want to defame me based on that original thing there. And so I have one thing to say to all of those people who think that I'm a vile, rude person for no reason. There is a reason. They earned it. They earned it. I earned the treasure. They didn't. Okay? But I got one thing to say to all those vile assholes. And they're assholes because they did such a thing to me. An old guy, 63, who's fighting with multiple autoimmune problems and got lung problems, and it's probably not my lungs are probably just fine. It's my heart, and trying to get doctors to listen. People don't listen to me. Yeah, he sounds angry. Well, why are you so angry? Because you, like the doctors, you're not listening to me. You're not taking care of my health like you're supposed to be. You're here for the paycheck, and I don't appreciate that. You know. So let me see. I'll put the link in the chat. Oh, hey, Richard. And pin that to the top. There we go. So I get the chat pop out. Zoom plus there, 150%, and get it off of there. There. Now I can go to the chat on here, and it's nice and big. Yeah, you know it and so that discredited me, tries to discredit me with other people. And as the person I was talking to, it was very pleasant talking to you. It seemed to be a very nice. Yeah, I am very nice to people that respect me. People that start shit like that because I said the gypsies lack imagination. It's kind of jokingly, you know. You don't see the shapes in the rocks. You don't have the imagination it takes to solve this. His hunt ended at the New Mexico state border. That's why I petitioned my congresswoman to build a wall to keep Dobie out of Colorado. Yeah, they're defamers. You know, they spread it right through there, and I swear, the Twitch shows up and she's getting blocked from the channel if she's just here to play with listen to the chat. Because I was asked to write a book about my solution, and I've been working on that. I got 54 pages. I figure I got to get at least a couple hundred pages. What was Once Upon a While was 176 pages. So if I get that far, if I can match the number of pages in Once Upon a While, then we'll probably have enough. So I'm about a third of the way done writing my book. I don't know how many pages. How many pages were in? There weren't so many in The Thrill of the Chase. 140, so 150 pages there. So really, I got 100 pages to go. That ain't too bad. But most of what I have is notes that I need to expand on and stuff like that. Trying to do it kind of like his memoir book, you know, with not just the solution, but my background, where I come from, where my family comes from, which goes pretty far back. And I just found something very disturbing to me. It's very disturbing because 15 years ago or so, I uploaded my family tree to the Mormon Family Search website, and I had ancestors back to Captain Smith's boat and the Mayflower and shit stuff, and some, I'm gonna say it, asshole went in and cut my tree here and added some people in England. Oh, well, the name was the same. No, it's a different person, you idiot. I had his whole family from a family tree book. from a family Bible. You know, they came here in 1607. They didn't come from England in 1740. Idiots. God. So thankfully, I have my records are still on my computer, so I can go back to that. And what I do to them, they went and did that to me. I cut it off right there. Said, this is not part of this family. Boom. This guy is not a son of this person. You know, this. And the thing was, it went from Jones to some. It wasn't even Jones. His last name is Jones. His father is something else. It's like, my God. Because his father's middle name was Johannes. This father that they had, middle name Johannes, was not Mr. Jones's father. You know, just idiots. That's one thing in life you are sure to run into is idiots. What's with the chat? Nobody chatting? Is Richard there? How many watching? Let me see if I do history, because I had it on here. Oh, it's far. Oh my gosh. YouTube, when I blow the screen up, still show me how many people are watching. Don't eliminate that data from the screen, please. Idiots, idiots, idiots. Corporate idiots, family idiots, hobby idiots, chase idiots. Those people don't, they're ignorant. I'll tell you who is ignorant. Toby, Shelly, Capro, Mike, Indy, Adam, you're in that group because you're ignorant. You don't know my solution. You think you do. You think it's all about Moses. You forget that I have the Buffalo Cowboy car also. These are two pieces, as above, so below. Spiritual Moses above, physical Buffalo Cowboy car below. The cowl is a chest. You can get a polo shirt with a cowl insignia of the polo guy on the chest. Get a clue. Forrest Fenn played with words. You don't have a clue. And I'm still welcoming anybody who wants to come in here. Let me see. Let's try and see how many are watching. 14. Okay. So it's not just Richard. Okay. There's a lot of people that don't want to start a conversation, don't want to come in and join in with the discussion because, oh, we can't associate. There are so many of those, like Candy, even Davio. I come in and talk on your chat and we're friendly and all that, you know, and I chat, hi, Bill Gorman. When I do my videos, no, Davio's ignorant. Davio don't watch Bill Gorman. Davio doesn't have a clue about Bill Gorman's solution. So Davio's interpretation of my solution is bullshit because he doesn't know anything about it. Neither does Candy or K-Pro or Mike or Shelly or Toby or Amy. I've shared the letter Amy sent me. I shared that with Ben. All I got to do is hit forward, and I forwarded it off to Ben. Does Ben say anything about it? No. They all got their heads stuck in their ass, just like, well, is Yellowstone an ass? No. They all got their head stuck up Yellowstone's ass, and they can't. They of course they can't. They can't see where they're going when their head's up their butt. You know, stop the ignorance. Don Henley, end of the innocence, I guess. But I should parody that into the end of the ignorance. And possibly the end of the ignorance will be those who think this depopulation jab in the arm is going to save them from a non-existent pathogen thing, you know, when it's really the jab in the arm, go get the booster. Yeah, wait a couple years. I was watching and that Angela Jolie. That sucks to have one kidney, man. I would think you wouldn't be drinking at all with just one. But you know, and people that they did a whole bag of blood. I do that a couple times, 2-3 times a year. You know, I go through a lot. I got some health problems, but they don't give a fuck about my health problems. They don't give a flying fuck. People think that mental energy and this talking thing is in direct alignment with physical energy. No, I get up and I walk around my RV, I'm out of breath. People don't give a fuck about me though, so why should I give double blazes to my haters? Double freaking blazes. And people don't even understand the double blazes is part of the solution. 2 drawings in the book with campfires. My father's been busy lighting candles, some of them at both ends. Those ones burning at both ends, I'm sorry, you dumb. That is a double blaze. That is a double blaze. Kind of mute myself on that, you know. But if you read lips, you know what I call them. Back to see if anybody's chatting. I went to the screen. They're treasure warriors. Yeah, well, you can join in the conversation. I got the link at the top to join the Zoom. You just need to have Zoom app on your phone or computer, whatever. Yeah, and so it's real disturbing to me that when I call somebody who's influential and stuff, and they gone along with the lies and the ridicule of people who hate me, people who are out to destroy me because they are jealous of me. They don't like that that I know more about this chase than they do, that my solution beats the shit out of theirs, that I found the Buffalo Cowboy car. One big, no, it wasn't Doug Preston. I haven't talked to Doug Preston. He knows. I met Forrest introduced me to Doug Preston, and he's hi Doug, and then he turned around and walked away. He did. I can't talk to Bill Gorman. He knows too much. I can't get. He might get a hint if I was friendly to him. A hint from me that, as a, and that was at the Once Upon a While signing, where when Once Upon a While came out, Forrest is telling you this is the end of the chase. In the wood, Lumber 84, page 84 is lumber 84, wood, has my name on it. It says Bill, a friend by the name of Bill Griggs, but you take the rig out of it, and it's a friend by the name of Bill G. He put my name in the book. Yeah, page 84, right there. Right there. A friend by the name of Bill G. Do I need to put it closer for you, blind people? Show me another person. Where does it say Jack Stoof in here? Or Jackass? Jack shit. They are chasing Jack shit, and they don't know it. There's nothing. It says the chase is over because there's nothing on the back. There's some things. There's some couple people. You see the guy's legs here, in his hands, his head, his hat. And there's another person here next to him in the stars. You know, they looked up in the constellations. There's a guy with an arrow, and you know, Forrest Fenn's up there in the stars. The ace. Which ace? Which ace? Besides my grandson. As you're blue, in the book, The Thrill of the Chase, the last postmark is Sunday, August 15th. Today is Saturday, August 14th. Okay, so the people Forrest left to tell the person, they told them can't tell him until this day. This day, he's kept it a secret. He took it, his secret and his treasure, to the grave with him. Even the poem says, from my cold dead, it's worth the cold. That means from my cold dead hands. You're not having it until I'm dead. Jack Stoof was there, a picture with Jack Stoof. Forrest Fenn isn't dead yet, is he? He's not dead yet in the picture with Jack Stoof. Jack Stoof isn't the finder because you can't have it until I'm dead. Even the listen all and hear me good just before your effort will be worth the cold. That whole thing. Listen all and hear me good, your effort will be worth the cold, comes from Charlton Heston's NRA speech, because Charlton Heston is Moses. And them ignorant people on them other channels, no, they don't. What do you mean, John? Even Susie, find a good-looking rock. You know, I made the find a good-looking rock things. I made memes of that 3-4 years ago. Find a good-looking rock, because Forrest says it twice. When he says something twice, it's important. Find a substitute. He was looking for his Indiana Jones type replacement. Somebody like him that would go out there and see these things that are right in front of you that nobody else sees. What's this say? Okay, yeah, I don't worry that stuff. Pick up your Frank 22. Wait, Frank, is that the Frank I think it is? Is that the Frank I think it is? The Frank, there's a guy named Frank who slanders me. Thinks he's Forrest Fenn's private eye, self-appointed private eye. Who I blocked on Facebook. One of the people that was, oh, we're going to find Bill Gorman's criminal background and publicize it. And Bill Gorman didn't have a criminal background for you to find, did he? Stupid bastards. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that guy really, you know, played to be a friend, and really he was trying to. This guy was trying to come in under my belt and trying to get information about myself to go steal it out from under me. Oh, look that up. I got to open my thing, leave the chat for a minute and go look at that one's okay. Yeah, the Detroit Free Press. Yeah, and I called news, you know, because of this bullshit Jack Stoof. They try to call the newspaper, tell them here's the real solution, and they won't even listen to you because they believe the bullshit. They believe the bullshit. Forrest never said Jack was the finder. K-Pro says, I was talking to Forrest about Frank, not about Frank, about Jack, and Forrest said this and this about Jack, and it's like Jack was still in the closet December 8th. Forrest was dead for 3 months at the time. How could you have a conversation with Forrest about Jack before Jack was known to the community? Liars. They're all stuck up in Yellowstone. The Wyoming thing. Wyoming was a state in Pennsylvania in 1786, I think it was. Benjamin Franklin and the Wyoming Valley trying to make part of Pennsylvania and New York a state called Wyoming. Wyoming means alternating mountains and valleys. Forrest said it was found in Wyoming. He did not say it was in Wyoming State. The lawyers misinterpreted him and said Wyoming State, but Forrest never said state of Wyoming. Frank Beyer or whatever. That's the Frank I'm talking about. He's a piece of shit. As you're blue, I do not believe that Zoe or Shiloh or Kelly or part of Fenn's family has anything to do with it. Forrest had some business partners that, or whether they, I'm thinking the lawyers work for these business partners. The lawyers may be artificial lawyers put up front to keep anybody from getting to the real lawyer that's holding it. Yeah, real Pennsylvania. And my great grandfather was born in Wyoming County, Pennsylvania in 1824. When did Wyoming become a state? Right there tells you there was a Wyoming before there was a Wyoming. And Wyoming State is named after this area, Pennsylvania, New York, that was going to be Wyoming. Oh, you know how many car trees how many aspens I put an F on him? I put an F and an arrow pointing up the hill. Keep climbing. And when I went up there the other day to revisit the spot where I found the Buffalo Cowboy car, and I was going to get the springs that I found, I did not see the springs. They could have been down the hill, mixed in with the bushes where I couldn't see it. But one of the people who was following me, who said he had found some of them other parts of the cowl that I left up there, may have taken it and didn't tell me. Oh, we got to keep it. Bill Gorman tells us what he found, but we're not going to tell Bill Gorman what we found. No, treasure warriors, you misinterpret that. The fake Blaze was wooden Moses that was sitting on the steps of Forrest Fenn's den. His hand was broken off and glued back on. It was broken, a broken fake Blaze. It was a replica of the stone one on the halfway up 1,000-foot bluff, which represents the halfway up the 1,000-foot bluff where his F-100 exploded. I have never seen the fake Blaze, only in pictures. The real Blaze comes out only at winter solstice. Well, you can see him. You can see him in the summer and all that. But the shadows make him prominent at winter solstice. Me too. Our beer is called 4X, literally XXXX on our label. Cool. Well, with that many X's, there should be naked girls on the can. Yeah, imagine, that'd be a good one, huh? A beer, a dark beer, and after you drink it, there's a little naked figurine woman inside it. Yeah, it's a few days. It's a few days around winter solstice. Winter solstice lasts for 3 days itself. And I posted a video of it at winter solstice. I got there while it was lit up, and I only have it going back into the shadow. But because the timestamp on my picture, I didn't have daylight savings and so I was there. I showed up an hour late. But Moses is halfway up the 1,000-foot bluff, standing there parting the Rocky Mountains. And while I'm writing my book. My book is Kevin Bacon Sucks. And I'm looking up some family tree stuff. And my eighth great grandmother. Oh, what I put it in my book. Where did I put it? Maybe I didn't get it in there. I thought I did. Her name was her last name was Bacon. So my book on the chase is Kevin Bacon Sucks, and that actually comes from them say you know, from Shiloh saying Greg sucks. Where is that? I know I put it in there. There it is. Yeah. Dang it, now I'm gonna have to look that up again. Because it was her first name of my Bacon ancestor. I can get it on the computer. Oh. Yeah, that upsets me because I worked hard putting together my family tree, and I upload it to the Mormons, you know, family tree website, and then some a-hole in England goes, "Oh, here I tell you my family. Oh, this one. Oh, I'm going to connect this guy in England to this guy in America." They're not the same person, idiot. You destroyed years of work. Oh. So I can go on here and there it is. I want to find my Bacon ancestor. I got to tell you about this. What was her name? My eighth great grandmother. Because she was an ancestor of my ancestor Mary Jane Walker. Related to Benjamin Casey. And Benjamin Casey is the great grandfather of Samuel L. Clemens, who's Mark Twain, who's my ancestors. Fletcher. Oh, where is it? Well, somewhere in here. Oh, it was a cool name, though. Trying to find it. Which branch of the family was that? William Jones, William Wallace Walker. Maybe I thought it's in this other chapter, Casey. Oh, it's up here. I put it up here in this part of the book. The reason why I titled it that. When you title your book, And Kevin Bacon sucks. You got to explain why you called it that. All right, there we go. My uh, yeah, Kevin Bacon is also a likely cousin of mine, as my 8th great grandmother was Desire Bacon. Who doesn't desire bacon? Come on. So I was my next day I was going to look up Desire Bacon's family to see where it ties in with Kevin Bacon's family. So I got bacon. I got some pork in my family. The title. I give you title to the gold. Do you have the treasure yet? Does the poem say you're going to find my treasure chest? No. My trove for all to see. His trove is the collection of artwork on the canyon walls. That is the trove. All these ancient memories. Oh, boy. Kill that fly. I try and get them right out when they're hovering over here in my stomach. Bam, get that fly. My screen door is shot. There's no screen in my screen door. And when I tried to replace it, you can't even get the rubber you stick around the edge. I got new screen, but I can't get the rubber out of the thing. The original, it's manufactured so tight you can't get it out of there to push a new one in. Otherwise, I would. Meet Kevin for governor. Held for review. Have you watched in a few months what a review with Jack and Dan meeting at airport? Weird. What got what? Okay, it must be weird. I have words, certain words that can be used to defame somebody, to be derogatory. I consider if you called somebody that, like shit. If you say shit, fuck, any of them, things. I don't need a moderator really, because it catches those words and it holds them for review, and I have to say, okay, you can post that. So, Ohio Rob. I got a Louisiana Rob that's camped across the street from my place. Promise, meet you. Never explain the title when you sell the book. No. I got to explain the title so that I don't get sued for it. You explain this is just a joke. Would be nice, but I don't think so. But I know this, to me, it would never stop if Def do another. David, did you watch this guy live? Oh yeah, I went out. I was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was out there, and in 5 minutes I saw like 30 falling stars. It was awesome. There was like 5 or 6 a minute, or no, there had been 10 a minute to see 30, or maybe 8 a minute. There was a lot. Yeah, you see, and the thing is, it'll sell like hotcakes because people are going to buy it because they think it's about Kevin Bacon. When it's really about the 2 degrees of separation that I used to solve. I used 6 degrees of separation in my solve, but I found that most of the stuff was within 2 degrees of separation. As in Homer Brown, David Jennings Brown. That's 1 degree. Boom. That's 1 degree of separation. Why must I go? The Utes must go. 1 degree of separation. Uh, tired and weak. That means tuckered. So I go to Tucker Ponds. That's pretty much, that might be 2 degrees. Because tired and weak means tuckered. And that means Tucker Ponds. That's 2 degrees. So most of my stuff is within 2 degrees of separation. No paddle up your creek. They put Moses in a basket in the river without a paddle. That's 1 degree of separation. Put in. What's it called when you take it out? It's called Moses when you take it out of the water. 1 degree of separation. Or 2. Put in, take out. Put in, pull out. Oh. A river movie. Yeah. The River Wild. Yeah. We should probably not, because we're cousins. I have in my family tree there are also people named Bridges. And that's why I look like Jeff. I still got the link. And we were discussing the Doug Preston interview that's airing this evening, and Jason was going to play it and stream and all that. Well, when I went back to the Santa Fe to Lorraine Mills' website, and I clicked on the thing, it played the interview, and it was totally about his books. Nothing that Chase not mentioned at all. Nothing about the Chase in that. It was under 20,000 feet. Yeah. And I had a real good conversation with Forrest about tunnels. I said, I know you said you took it with you. That means you went past the light at the end of the tunnel. And so stay out of the tunnel. Don't go in the tunnel. It's like, well, you can go around it, but that road is closed. You have to go through the tunnel. It's the highway goes through the tunnel. That's all. It was past the light at the end of the tunnel. He took it with him. Very simple. Very simple. But a lot of people, their head says, Bill Gorman said it. I must reject everything that Bill Gorman says. I must reject it. Or Toby won't talk to me. Amy won't talk to me. Capro won't talk to me. And I noticed, what's his name disappeared. Did he delete his comments? Frank 22. Yeah, Frank 22. I bet is Frank Beer. He was so disrespectful to me. Yeah. Hi, Melinda. No, Melinda, I don't. It could have been. No, it's a screw up that I don't know what screw up he meant, but there's one screw up. Forrest said something to me that may have helped me get where I was. And that's when I showed him the Forrest Fenn's totem. And I made this public right after he said it. That he said, so you found it, but there's 40 of them, right? And I knew to look for more rock formations. Yeah, no. The Preston interview is all about his books, and he apparently contracted some disease down there in the jungle. That was only this disease is only found in the jungles of Honduras. And I came back and met with Fauci, and now it's spreading in Texas. It's like, Doug, are you telling us that you brought a communicable disease back from Honduras and spread it amongst the people of Texas? Oh my God. But Doug didn't sound very healthy in that video. Hey, Melinda. Let's see, what's happening? There's something happening this weekend. I forgot. Are you up in northern New Mexico, Melinda? Yeah. And you know, it's been what, two and a half months since I heard from Rose. I have serious doubts that, because she's done everything she can to avoid communicating with me, even though it was nothing I did. And I mean, I have kept from explaining what happened to everybody. But if I don't hear from her in the next week to let me know, to, you know, set me free, let me go find someone else, or, you know, let me know what her plans are for, if I'm included in any plans for her future. If she can't do that in the next week, and you know, it's like everybody thinks I did something. No, I didn't. I didn't do anything to deserve the treatment. I mean, what happened to her was, but it wasn't me. Her ex did something to her. And as far as I know, she's back with him. As far as I know, she's back with him. And then that makes me doubt her story of what she told me happened, because I can't see how any woman would go back to a guy that did what he did. I agree. I won't show that one, Melinda, but I agree with you. I agree with you. She doesn't understand. You know, somebody else comes, can come and have Bill Gorman, and then her chances are toast. Yeah. Well, no, because of what happened, I was giving her a chance to heal and recover from that, you know, giving her a chance to get her stuff together. And I know she's gotten her stuff together. I actually found another phone number for her, but I never called it because I'm waiting for her, you know, is from research I can find, and I don't want to think about it. It would have been wonderful, but can't. I can't have myself waiting for something that apparently is never going to happen, from all I can tell. And I usually don't wish people good luck that dump me that way. What happened to her was her own karma, and if she banked on that karma, she's earned, I'm sure, earning interest on it. Oh yeah, I don't understand that. How could anybody put up with that shit and go back to that, no matter who they are? You know, I have a little brother that I haven't talked to in 12 years because his son was working for Social Security and trying to fuck with my Social Security. And his whole family turned against me because I didn't like Obama. And I'm sorry, you're not part of my family anymore. If you pick a politician over your family, then fuck you. You know? His wife's a known lunatic. And she was born in 1962, and she thinks that she killed JFK. That's back to work. Okay. Have fun working, Melinda. But Melinda, if you want to meet me at the at Cano's Castle in Antonito someday, I'd like to go visit that place. I want to bring my peace pipe down there and smoke it with the guy that built the thing. Cano's Castle. Hey, Mario. What word things have I come up with? Yeah, look at the word chest and cowl. COWL, cowl. A lady's cowl it's a thing, you know, like a turtleneck thing, and it goes over their chest, and it's a short, you know, women wear whatever. It's like a serape, whatever, you know, it covers the chest. And a cowl covers the chest. The cowl is also the bonnet, or the front part of the Model A. It's in front of the windshield. It's the gas tank and the dashboard. And when Forrest said he ended up under the dash when they crashed into the creek, you know, I recovered the dash, that part, the cowl. I took it. It's sitting out in my storage, and you know, since he said he ended up under the dash, that was the dash. I dug a hole about 3 feet deep, about 4 feet across, and when I looked at the layers of dirt, I could see that dirt had not been disturbed. Because I could see the rings of the layers of the soil going down, and if it had been dug before, it would all be mixed. There wouldn't be those layers, you know. And so I knew not to dig any further. I filled the hole back in and smoothed it all out, and took a plant, stuck it in there, and when I went back there 5 years later, you can't tell where I dug that hole. I can tell by the you know, it's a by the grass on it and all that this is a fresh piece of soil here. Veil, Santa hat, crown, except bonnet. A bonnet, yeah. Well, look at the cowl, a Model A cowl, the cowl, the front part of the car, and how that is also called, it can be called a chest. A cowl can be a chest. Chest and cowl. If you search for polo shirt, cowl insignia, you'll see that what they sell, that polo shirt. It has a little polo guy with the, you know, the horse, the guy with the horse with the guy with the polo stick on the back of him, and it's on the chest. And it's the front or the nose. He said I took a 50 cal to the nose. He called Peggy said you should call that car the Bullet because it was shot. It's also a Ford, so I refer to it as Miss Ford. And people, what do you mean Ford? Ford. Well, if you look, Georgia O'Keeffe is sitting in her Ford Model A. The cowl is from a Ford Model A. Father on the Banco, he's sitting on the back of a Ford Model A. Buffalo Cowboy car, another Ford Model A. And Gorman don't know what Gorman does know what he's talking about. You people, if you don't think I know what I'm talking about, you got to be an idiot. You can't be ignorant and claim you know what I'm talking about. Those ones, the ones who put me down and don't watch, they're ignoramuses. They're ignorant. Whether they like it or not. If you don't pay attention to what I'm telling you, if you don't listen, you're ignorant. It's like you're trying to tell somebody something and they're talking over you. They're ignorant. I try and explain something to this guy out here, the neighbor, and I tried to, and he did. Well, it's like, I said, you know what? You're going to have to shut up if you want to hear what I'm saying. Yeah, Fendi. Yeah, that part of my family tree I was looking up is part of your family tree too. You know, Jones came with Captain Smith. He came with Captain Smith in 1607. And my let's see, where's my family tree? I'll tell you some of this here, Andy. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Fletcher, Wilson. Mary Spoon. You want to know where spooning came from? It's my 8th, 9th great grandmother, Mary Spoon, invented spooning. There's Mary Ann Walker, 1754 to 1835, and I have a picture of her. There's a picture. It's a black and white, you know, from metal plate, from old photography, original ancient photography. I guess they got a picture of her before she died in 1835. I guess she was 81, huh? 81 years old when she died. Born before the Revolution, died after the War of 1812. Yeah. She probably knows a lot. Where'd them Joneses go? Fletcher, Walker, Casey, Mueller, Wilson. Yeah, somewhere in my family tree. Oh, there. No, is that it? Carson. See, Carson's in my family too, and that comes from my Walker family. But oh, William Jones. There he is. William Jones, 1775 to 1835, Greene, Kentucky. Greene County, Kentucky. David Jones, 1747 to 1814, Halifax, Virginia. Reverend John Jones, 1725 to 1773, Virginia, British colonial America. Those are my ancestors, my Joneses, some of my Joneses. It's related would she be my great grandmother was Margaret Jones, born in 1811. So there, Fendi, we're probably cousins. Yeah, me and Mrs. Jones. Yeah, keeping up with the Joneses. Me and Mrs. Jones playing with Fendi's bones. Just leave my bones, Jones. Yeah. And I have an ancestor that's related to my Ethan Allen side of the family. Like Ethan Allen's wife, Mary Bronze, her I think grandmother was Thankful Maker. Yeah. Yeah. So, and there's somebody doesn't know I'm live, huh? Yeah. Yeah, what do you think about that? Doug Preston caught a disease in Central America, and that was only known to that area, and now it's spreading around Texas because he handed it over to Fauci. Fauci goes, yeah, okay, now we know what we're going to do with this. Hey, Maria. Nuts running my family. Yeah. Yeah, my book about the chase will have some of my family, and then it's going to go into the chase because I got to put some filler in, and yeah, you got to show the relation. You see, because in a way, this whole thing is like a destiny. You know, it was like decided before I was born that I was going to be the finder or something, you know? So like where warm waters halt. I'm 4 years old in a shower with my 3-year-old brother, and we shouldn't have been left in there alone in the first place, but I don't blame my parents for that. Don't blame my mother for that or whatever. And I thought it was too warm, and I thought I was turning the cold water up. I turned it off. And my brother hopped out. He was at the end with the spigot, and the shower head. And he exited that way. I went for the other end, and the hot water just was spraying on my back, and I just kept slipping on that slope part of the tub, trying to get out. And it kept just spraying on my back. And all the skin on my back, from my neck down past my ass, came off in one sheet and was laying on the floor of the tub. And, of course, my mother, screaming and, kids screaming in there. My mother come in, and what she did? She pulled me from the hot water where warm waters halt. Doesn't get in. And what's it mean when you're pulled from the water? It's Moses. Osmosis. Taking something out of the water. And I'm right here next to Alamosis. The Alamo, that's putting the Alamo and Moses together. So, and even my doctor, did you have skin grafts? It's like, they didn't have skin grafts then, you dumb fuck. Oh, excuse me, but my doctor, he's a recent grad. The guy can't be 30 years old, and he knows everything. He doesn't know jack. Boiled peanuts. Oh, those are good. Used to get them in Florida. And ain't like North Carolina and Georgia and Carolinas, that's the home of the peanut. There's a section about the Carolinas in my my first book I published. Tells you it because they imported the tar from the trees, tar trees and stuff. They used to tar and feather people. Knocked him out. Knocked who out? Got some yesterday. Oh yeah. Yeah. The peanut stand on the side of the road reminds me of me and a girlfriend. I was taking a girlfriend home to her place in Sebring, Florida, and there was her bladder was full. We had to stop. We stopped at a peanut stand. It was middle of the night, nobody there. Oh. Yeah, my whole back was burned off. I had to sleep on my belly. Yeah, I had to lay on my stomach till that healed. I don't know how long. I don't remember any of the pain. I don't remember. I remember it happening, and I slightly remember some of the stuff. My mother said my whole back was a scab, and I jumped off I was on the couch and jumped off onto the floor. And when I hit the floor, she says, my back just cracked and started bleeding. But my mother took good care of me because I ain't got a scar from it. When the doctor was, you don't have any scars? What do you mean? It must have been second-degree burns. No, second-degree burns, your skin doesn't come off in one sheet. That's how stupid my doctor is. And that didn't shock my nervous system. Come on, doc, use your head. You know, when you go in my doctor, he's one of those doctors. Well, you look just fine to me. He can make a diagnosis without doing any tests. Okay. And then I was complaining about swelling in my legs, right? Well, your legs will swell up either because your heart ain't pumping right or your kidneys aren't working right. Okay. And if you have a kidney problem, this is something that Angela, not Angelina's, no, the Angela that's you see in the chat. She would know because she has one kidney and she goes kidney tests and stuff. How do they test your kidney? They have you pee in a cup. Okay. I went, oh, you need some labs here. Take some blood. No pee in the cup. Oh, so my legs are swelling. Could be from my kidneys, and you're not testing my kidneys? Doctor, you're an idiot. And sudden stops a killer. Yep. Falling is fine. Landing's the problem. Judo when it got stuck by lightning. Why? She says she was on the news. Both. He was on the news when it happened, or afterwards. Yeah. Little Rock. Little Rock has one kidney too. But I think Angela said she was born with one. Only one, and it's not in the back, it's in the front. Yeah, my doctors, the VA doctors are the lousiest in the world. These ones in Denver, oh, we made this determination by our record. We weren't able to access your Oregon records. But what we have here is like, you need my freaking Oregon records to make that kind of decision. You don't have enough information in your database. You know? Hey, Jason. Yeah. Yeah, Jason, that video is live, and Doug only talks about his new books and the rare disease he got in Honduras that he imported to the United States. That's not cool, Doug. That's not cool. And these open borders and stuff. I mean, Doug should have probably been quarantined, but he's so wealthy, he can't do anything to him. Yeah, Doug picked up some rare disease that was only known to the jungles of Honduras until he brought it back to America. And now it's spreading in Texas. He just talks about that on his video. I guess you can come in and play that if you want. All you got to do is on the Lorraine Mills' page has the thing, the picture with the video, and you click it, the video will play. Little thumbnail picture. Yeah. La-di-da Fendi. Nah, no fun. Yeah. If Fendi should have gotten old Judy Nudie, she'd come out and go fishing with you. I don't know if she'd wear anything. Yeah. Yeah, Preston went down to his exploration in the jungles of Honduras, and he got some rare disease, and he didn't sound healthy or anything on the video with Lorraine Mills. And what, there he was, he sitting with her there? Is Lorraine Mills going to come down with what he brought back? And she's close to Forrest Fenn's age. So, and then he was talking about that he met with Fauci and stuff, and he was blessing Fauci, and now this disease is working its way through Texas. That doesn't sound good, Oh, they want that stuff. They want people like the Georgia Guidestones trying to eliminate 19 out of every 20 out of 20 people. The Georgia Guidestones want 19 of them gone.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Jason.
Oh, shit. Can't hear. There you go. Yeah, that Douglas Preston thing.
Yeah.
That was like the first research I did. When he went to Honduras, the valley that they went to was called, and I did not watch. Did that interview come out? Or is that why you're talking?
It's live right now.
Oh, well, what that was that he went down there, and that valley that they found that lost city in was called the Valley of Death.
Yeah.
And what it is, there's a sand flea down there, and the sand fleas would bite you and it would infect an area and you would eventually die from it. Well, Douglas and the other people in his team had been bitten by these sand fleas. Well, these sand fleas, when they came back, they had to have medicine, like the HIV medicine. They had to have that injected in them like once a month for the rest of their life in order to keep that. It's like a flesh-eating disease almost. So yeah, I that was one of the first things I looked up when I first got in the chase. And I've always held that story pretty close to my chest because I went as far as looking into that type of sand flea, and there was 2 outbreaks in the United States for that very specific species of sand flea. And one was in Texas, and there's another one somewhere else. And that's when I started putting on my thinking hat, and I was like, okay.
Somebody thinks that's your underwear on your head.
Oh no, this here's like an old school COVID mask. No.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty interesting that he's actually coming out with that story now. I've like I said, I've been holding that one real tight for a long time.
Yeah. Is he responsible for that?
So that, this gets into like my whole thing. So it kind of freaks me out that he's talking about it. But since he's walking out with it, I always looked at it as, what did they find in that lost city? What did they bring back from that lost city and did not report? Where did they cache those items of the lost city and hide them in the States? And obviously, if you take a bunch of artifacts, those bugs are going to be carried over here as well. And when I was looking into it all, they were blaming those outbreaks and climate, global warming. and I was like, no, because the 2 places that the outbreaks happened were very suspicious and very finny. So, but yes, that's awesome. He's finally coming out with that story, so that takes some weight off my shoulders.
Yeah. Well, I turned on the share screen, so if you can find that report from Santa Fe, Lorraine Mills, look it up, and Doug Preston, and you'll find the interview, and it'll play. But I was disturbed that Lorraine believed Toby and Shelley that I had personally insulted Shelley and started, Toby and Shelley started this shit. And what I said was only a retaliation for what they did to me. And it's taken they fired the first shot. and I'm blamed for this first shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Bill, I can't pull up the live one right now because is that on a network or something? Because I don't have any of those networks you were talking about the other day.
Oh no, it's on her on her page. I can
so I can
put
go
the
on
link
Report
on
from
there.
Santa Fe conversations, and there's nothing going on live that you could view.
Oh no, it's not live.
Oh,
It's a video on her.
oh, how old is that video? Because yeah, that's probably
New. It's new.
Oh, I think I got all my information by doing research of Douglas Preston, and he's got YouTube videos of it out from years and years and years ago. It's either YouTube or Vimeo. Right here, Douglas Preston, new episode. I can play it, but my bandwidth isn't usually enough to play a video.
Report from SantaFe.com.
Here, I got it right here, I think.
Yeah.
So ask the chat room if it's actually keeping up in speed.
I can hear it. Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Volume's not much.
Who believe that investing in public education is an investment in our state's economic future.
It's just an ad part anyhow.
New Mexico Municipal League, a better New Mexico through
There you go.
And from the Healy Foundation, Taos, New Mexico.
So we're still advertising for them.
From Santa Fe. I'm honored that our guest today is one of my very favorite authors of all time, Doug Preston. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, Lorene, thank you very much. I'm delighted to be here.
Well, you were a New York Times bestselling author, but you have written 36 total books, a lot of them with your colleague, Lincoln Childs. But out of 36 total books, 30 have been New York Times bestsellers. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. I feel like a real hack writer, just churning them out. But no.
They don't feel like I'm a hack reader, and these are not hack written. One of the reasons I wanted you to come, you started a new series featuring Nora Kelly, who is an archaeologist, anthropologist, forensic anthropologist, I guess, and Corey Swanson, who's a new FBI agent, and they work together as a sort of reluctantly thrown wrinkle, and you're focusing on stories from the West. So
Notice how his voice is hoarse.
the famous Colorado cannibalism, but with an amazing twist in it. And the one that just came out this year, The Scorpion's Tale.
I got that book.
And it is full of New Mexico myth, legends, history. And it's
Watch out for the Scorpios.
just people who read this book and saying, oh my gosh, because there's so much going on, and you weave it so integrally. So not only is it entertaining and delightful, you're really teaching people a lot about New Mexico history, and in a beautiful way. So I want to thank you for that.
Well, thank you. I really did. I poured my love of New Mexico and its history into that book, The Scorpion's Tale. And I'm so glad I was able to get, so much in there. It's got legends of treasure, and it's got the history of the White Sands Missile Range, the Trinity Test. There's all kinds of interesting bits of New Mexico history in that book.
I know. And for those of us who live here and know those stories, to see them fleshed out and to be such an integral part of the plot, a very intriguing plot that you developed, was anyway wonderful. So please write more of them. But so we've been interviewing each other for years, and one of our first interviews, I think in 2013 or 2012, was you were writing, and you still do, something called technofiction, which is books that are thrillers but have a scientific basis. So, and the most famous are probably Jurassic Park and the Andromeda Strain. But you bring such a balance of science and fine crafted writing together, and you're still doing it. Talk a little about your relationship to technofiction.
Well, I was always a huge fan of Michael Crichton. And I remember reading The Andromeda Strain and thinking this was just one of the most fabulous books I'd ever read. And so a lot of the books that Lincoln and I write start with a scientific theme, something quite unusual often. And then we kind of push the envelope and extrapolate out a little bit. It doesn't ever become science fiction, but it really delves into the sort of the outer limits of what's possible. So for example, in Old Bones, we focused on prion disease.
Yes.
Which people may remember the mad cow scare. Well, a prion is a misfolded protein. Now, that doesn't sound very exciting, except that it's deadly poisonous. It destroys your brain. It drives you crazy. And it is can't be sterilized.
It can't be destroyed. You can autoclave
So this
it.
is
It
not what I was
survives. You can
talking
freeze
about.
it. It survives. I mean, it's a really terrifying element. It's certainly a part of life, you know.
Yes, and it's not like a virus either. There's no vaccine for it. It's not a living thing. And it's just a really we always thought it was really a frightening idea, a scientific idea, but it took us years to figure out how to make that into a plot. You know, because there's a big gulf between an idea and a story.
Yeah.
Huge gulf. People think,
Yeah.
oh, I've got a great idea. Well, a lot of people have great ideas. Turn it into a story. That's hard.
Yeah. Well, you do it well. And
Yeah, it's interesting choice of words. He's already thrown out 3 key words at Forrest and the whole big gulp. Forrest wanted to take a big gulp before he made that leap.
perhaps your most beloved series are the Aloysius Pendergast series.
Mhm.
Well, you have created the most amazing detective figure. I adore him. And how many Pendergast novels are there?
Oh,
I know 20 something maybe.
like that. I think 20.
Yeah, and people
Yeah.
just gobble them up. They just can't wait. But so I remember you told me that when you were in college, you took a whole lot of science, but you finally settled on English literature. But that science and the physics and the chemistry and everything has really served you so that you really understand the technology and the science behind these plot devices that you introduced. But I want to talk a little bit about your nonfiction. This is extraordinary. So this was one of your first Cities of Gold. Tell us what you did in this.
Well, that was kind of a crazy idea. I decided to write a book about Coronado's 1540 to 1542.
So, Bill, do you want to play this whole thing or what?
Oh, I don't know. We can play it in pieces or something.
Yeah, I was just.
I don't know where the part was he was talking about, because his books, but that thing about that, did he bring it back, or did he hand it over to Fauci and Fauci says, "Hey, I'm going to use this"?
Well, and what he's talking about now is not what I was talking about. So,
Yeah,
but he does have to take that Stanford bite.
yeah.
There's 3 other people part of that need to do it too.
There's really nothing relevant to the hunt.
No, not necessarily. And like I said, that was stuff from a long time ago.
Yeah.
There's a long ways to go before it gets relevant to the hunt.
So this interview was pre-recorded probably weeks ago.
Yeah, I thought it was going live right now.
No, it was going to air on those channels, on those radio stations, the TV networks.
But good looking out. You got everybody, the news to watch it. So
yeah. No, Raven. He says he doesn't call it common. He calls it rare. But tomorrow's the 15th. Sunday, August 15th.
yeah.
Ode to Peggy Jean, postmark date, last postmark in the book, excluding the inside jackets. inside cover ones. Those don't count because they're just repeats of what's in the book. You wanted to end that video so everybody could watch me hit my pipe, huh?
No, no, I wanted to end the video so I can go out and mow my lawn. Because I got a
Oh, you want to mow your lawn? Okay. Well, what's a butter knife gonna do?
What's the what?
What's the butter knife for then?
Butter knife.
You had a butter knife in your hand.
Oh, this?
Oh, maybe it's not.
It's a
It
bamboo
looks like a
stick.
butter knife.
This is a bamboo stick all dried up.
Oh. Yeah.
Good old bamboo. But
Wow. 88 degrees inside here, 95 outside.
you gonna be on for a while?
A little while.
All right.
Maybe Fendi will come and talk.
Yeah, get Fendi up here.
He's not under threat of expulsion from K-Pro if he talks to me.
No, I was surprised to see you around this early during the day.
It just burns me up that all of this hate for me came from Toby. He spread it to K-Pro, because I said the gypsies lack imagination, and Shelley thought that was a personal insult. And it's like, like Forrest said, I wish I could have lived to do the things I was accused of doing. Okay? So once somebody's accused me of doing something I haven't done, it's time to carry out that deed so there's not, it was a false accusation to begin with, but that does, then that gives it credit, but the credibility that comes afterwards doesn't count because you have to prove that I insulted you before you made that claim. Because my insults that came after the claim were because the claim was false. And they earned it. Totally earned it. And what I did say about Toby, about him and the Taiwan whorehouse, that came from him.
That's good.
What I was just repeating what he said.
Yeah.
But well, he's allowed to say that about himself, but you can't repeat what he says about himself. That's horse shit.
All right, I'm gonna go mow my lawn. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right. Bye. Al.
Yeah, maybe Mario will come in. Fendi. This is my Eddie Bauer shirt. Got that in Oregon before I ever knew about the chase. I added 5 pages onto my book I'm writing earlier today. The gypsies said they were, I'm sorry. They insulted me before I insulted them. They owe the apology. Make that clear to them. I do not owe them apology until they apologize to me for what they did first. They threw the first frickin' stone. They make the apology. Toby Smelly. Who's Toby Smelly? That's a good one. Oh. Boy, my water bottle's dancing around like something swimming in there. I guess it's just my RV rocking. Yeah, maybe I should apologize to them. Jaywood 13. It cracked me up. No, when somebody insults me and somebody throws shit at me, I throw it back at them. They still owe me the apology for throwing it in the first place. All I said was they lack imagination because they can't see the stuff in the rock. They can't see the shapes in the rocks. There we go. We got the wild man from Ohio. Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Street? Candy came and was watching my channel and muted us so she can enjoy partaking in the chat.
What's happening, Bill?
Hey, Street.
How's your day, man?
Go watch Candy's video. And what the hell was that? Something just flew by. Something white just went by my windshield.
White dove, baby?
It went up. It came and went pew, straight up my windshield faster than shit. It was probably a bird, bottom side of the wings. But Candy said she found me and you and Jason on my channel, and she came in and muted us because she only wanted to talk to the chat room.
Okay, and that affects me how?
No, it only affects her because next time I see her in the chat room, I'm going to block her ass.
Well, it's comments like that. They're just trying to annoy. Comments like that are just trying to annoy people. Let's be real about this, man.
No, it does more than that. It proves she's ignorant. It proves ignorance. I'm so ignorant. I don't care about your solution. I only come here to spread my hate.
Hey, what's going on, everybody in the chat? I don't know if you guys heard, but my mysterious van life page got taken down and I got banned from YouTube for life. Did you guys hear about it?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I tried to appeal it, but they denied. Yeah, I'm banned for life. Someone filed legal papers, man.
I bet I know. There would be nobody betting against me if I bet.
Well, it just goes to show what some people will do not to hear the truth, man. That amazes me.
Well, I think you can demand that they share those documents with you.
Yeah, you are correct, Bill. I have copies coming.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. And then I think you can find a real lawyer.
I did that too, Bill. You know, sometimes you got to fight fire with fire, man. That's just life. You know, you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah. Amazing.
It amazed me. Honestly, it's when I was out, ironically, I just got done mowing the yard, man. I came in, grabbed me some sweet tea and got the notification you went live. And then I looked at the title of it. What's the title to this Zoom meeting?
oh yeah. Defamation.
I was like, holy shit, that's ironic.
Yeah. Defamation of the searchers. Yeah. Yeah. She tried to defame, you know, like Toby and Shelley defaming me, telling other people and that I personally insulted her. And when any insult that I made was factual stuff that they had said themselves. Remember the night Shelly was so drunk and Toby says you can sleep in the guest room. She said, heck with that, I'm sleeping in your bed. You know?
And that isn't construed as a personal insult?
No, the personal insult was when I said the gypsies lack imagination.
Yeah, I remember that, man. They got all bent out of shape.
Thank you, moderators, for protecting the room from Bill Gorman. Bill Gorman just personally insulted me. When I said gypsies, I didn't say Shelley. You know?
I always got the feeling of Toby and Shelley's show is, if you were in chat, it was worse than Goofy, man, running amok over on Dale's page, man, or blog or whatever. They were just like rampant Nazis to me, man. They were just thumping anybody and everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they took that and they spread it over to K-Pro. You know? So I was getting along with K-Pro and Mike. I sold her a deck of my Forrest Fenn playing cards, my bicycle Forrest Fenn cards, and she thought she was doing me a favor. It's like, you gave me $20, I paid $22 for them, so you really didn't do me any favors, you know. But she went by, you know, they backed up with, Toby and Shelley said not to have you on. There we go. Jack Stoof joining in.
Finally, we get some answers.
How you doing, Jack?
What's happening, Jack?
Hey, Street.
What's
Have you
up?
been put on notice?
Oh no, man. They deleted my whole page, everything, and said I was banned for life, man. It's not put on notice. I'm banned from YouTube for life.
Yeah.
From having a channel, that is. That's why I can see chat, but I can't comment on it. I'm banned for life.
But you can start a channel under Fred McPhoebish, right?
I don't know. I'm done, man. I'll hang out and Zoom shit like that. I'm done, man. You know, I got other things to do.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be rich anyhow.
Fight evil. Well, I have other things to do than besides fighting evil on a social media. Hell, the job is endless, Bill. You know how it is. They're everywhere, man.
Hey, Troy. Troy's watching. Yeah. Yeah, I think that there's some, you know, when people do that evil shit like that, karma comes back and bites them real hard on the ass.
Oh, bites them on that, smacks the living shit out of them, what I heard.
Yeah. Now, I wonder, if you can report that to any officials in New Mexico.
Well, if you consider the court system officials in New Mexico, yes, you can.
Yeah.
Well, I think you guys heard she was very vocal about it. She filed a civil order against me. Well, a civil order means we never slept together. That's what a civil order is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll have my day in court, man. I look forward to it. Hell, when I was drinking on your show the last time, I said I look forward to seeing her in court, man. If that's what it's going to take, I look forward to it.
Yeah, never been any physical presence, and you're not a danger to somebody over the internet. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me.
Well, if we look at the big picture, I think I said it the other night. It shows who and where she is. she is doing that because of who she is, and she's going after where she wants to go. It's quite obvious, man.
Huh.
But you said it, Bill. Karma's
Yeah,
a bitch,
look at
man.
that, Kiwi.
Hey, Bill,
Yeah,
are we on gallery mode or view or not?
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go on mute.
Oh. Well, you can see the green grass of Iowa. Where's that cornfield? The fuck are you riding in? Oh, a lawn tractor. Yeah, Jason riding the lawn tractor.
So Jason comes on Zoom, mutes, and then we get to watch him mow the grass. Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. If Bill had apologized for the lack of imagination comments straight away, he probably would have accepted. You know what, Jay Wood? You go kiss his ass, okay? Go kiss his ass for me. You're talking to an Aries. I know I'm right. I know I'm right that he had no saying the gypsies lack imagination is nothing compared to what other people say on his stuff. Nothing.
Did he basically just say if you would apologize for telling them the truth, they would have accepted it?
Yeah, horseshit. Horseshit.
Where do these people come from?
Go put your mask back on. Andy. I like that. Angela says she always has a Darth Vader mask in the passenger seat of her car. Yeah. Hey, Amy, how you doing, Amy? Oh, here we go. Right there. There we go. See what happened? That's what happens. That's what happens when you come and troll my channels, chat, just to chat and want to ignore what we have to say. Yeah.
Well, that's her MO, man. That's what she does. She jumps in, stirs shit, and then when you question her, she's like, "How dare?" She's offended by it, man. I don't know what.
Yeah.
You're not a princess.
Yeah.
It's not a fairy tale.
Yeah. You know, in my book, in my book, that personal private area down there only matters to me if it's the one that I have access to. If I don't have access to it, then you're just like the guys. I don't mean nothing. I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want nothing to do with your personal private areas. I'm a one-woman man. I don't play around. And right now I ain't got a woman, so I'm open to an invitation. The one I thought I had doesn't think I'm important enough to even say hello to. Or what's up, you know? I'm still alive.
I was thinking about creating a franchise franchisable business of a 55 and older social club where its sole intent is modern day, isn't it on Twitter, or not Twitter, but what's that one app that you like, you can just hook up, a hookup app for like the millennials? We should come up and franchise, Bill, these little coffee shops, bistros, whatever, 55 and older, hookup place only, man.
Yeah. I had an idea for some. Well, I got my single RVer group, and I'm getting close to 5,000 members now. It's pretty popular.
Well, it's just
I'm adding 40, 50 people a week.
hooking up has been a thing in all of our lives since puberty or before, man. Why be coy and shy about it at our age, man? We might not live to be tomorrow, man. I mean, there's nothing
Tinder.
wrong with it.
Tinder.
Yeah, Tinder. There you
Yeah.
go.
You can call yours or Joe.
Or Joe.
Hey, you got a great idea, Galaxy. They might be able to be a sponsor of it, man. I'll have to get with them.
And Troy, no, I haven't gotten Togo back yet. They're supposed to call me when he's ready. I think who's ever got the treasure is telling them to hold him. And I'm going to get it all at the same time. Yeah. And as far as Rose, I mean, she's had plenty of opportunity to contact me and just tell me, hey, I'm sorry, the relationship's over. I'm not going to be back. Get on with your life. Can't tell me that, which would be perfectly acceptable to me. At least I know not to wait, Otherwise, I was hoping, but there's not a lot of hope anymore. Not after this much time. It's not the way I wanted it.
I'm kind of leaning towards what you talked about the other night, man. I think someone did that, man, out of just pure malice.
Yeah. Let's hit him up and then drop him hard.
So then your next question is, who would have such a vendetta and hatred towards you to do something like that, man?
Well, the one place that I would find her in chat.
Yeah.
Cow
sad,
laser,
man. It's
laser.
sad.
Yeah. And yeah. And so anymore, like I got I've told people on Facebook, my Facebook is going to say single, not in a relationship, until I physically have physical contact. Not
single and ready to mingle.
Pranks anymore.
Yeah. That's just like I said, the word that comes to mind, Bill, is malice. Pure malice.
Yeah. Hey, I wonder if Greg got a notice like you did, Street.
I don't know, man. We haven't talked in a few days, man. He's been kind of mysterious lately. I don't know.
He's in the
Is
chat.
he?
Yeah.
What's happening?
I wonder if his channel got taken down too. It's probably check. I haven't checked because you just told me.
Yeah.
Well, he's chatting as him is so he must not have been banned because there he is with his channel name.
Yeah.
Street, did they give you a reason? why you got banned?
Yeah, they did, man. You ready for this? I broke the community rules by spamming, deceitful practices, and what was the other one? Basically, scamming. They said I spammed. I put up links that took you off YouTube to erroneous sites, and I was scamming people.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, who were you scamming? Now, I think that complaint itself is a definition of that.
Well, I think the definition of that
That was a
complaint is
scam,
malice.
erroneous,
Malice.
and
Well,
deceitful.
here's the kicker, everyone. You might think that you covered your
Defamatory.
tracks, but there's a fucking trail that leads exactly back to your fucking door, and it's easily obtained with a subpoena.
Right. Yeah.
So you all keep playing your little games, and I'll see you in court. Matter of fact, I'll look forward to that day with great joy and adulation. And the key word here, ladies and gentlemen, malice. MALICE.
Yeah, and when you counter complain, you can bring up that she is that this. I can't call it. We have this gender identity thing. It's not a she, he or a she, is it? It's doing this to so many people. Narcissistic.
They're horrible, aren't they? God, I've never experienced this in my life. It's like this is a whole, and it intrigues me from a psychological standpoint. It intrigues me, so I can't. It's like a train wreck, Bill. I cannot not look away from it, man. I can't.
And you can ask YouTube, did you do any investigation? Or did you just take this person's word for it?
Well, it'll be coming in the file I requested.
Yeah. Their investigation. Oh, we just received this, so we automatically take you out. And then what? Can you make a claim against YouTube for doing that?
Well, here's before I get the file, my initial thought was she has been trying to get my personal information from YouTube for eight plus months. And she was doing it as, there's a law degree there. So she was doing it in a legal form and they kept denying it. And then she submitted that she's doing a civil order. And of course, this is all in my opinion, people, but she told them the civil order's coming and for them to avoid a future lawsuit, like hypothetically, something went bad and they were notified and didn't do anything. I think they shut me down, but
okay.
You see where I'm going? This is my opinion.
Where does she have to apply for the civil order? Because I would think they would like to see this document.
Here's the funny part that I find funny. All this paperwork she's been filing is in Santa Fe. She tried to steal the chest in Santa Fe. She tried to intervene on Sandoz or whatever that lawsuit in Santa Fe. So they're quite aware of her, period.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting.
Seems like
every dog has their day in court, and I'm a dog, and I will have my day in court.
There'd be one serious issue if she tried to that anything. I ain't said it. That we were talking about my friend Barbara Brown, and said she assumed we were talking about her and stuff, and anything she kept trying to come out. Boom. I have defamation and she's trying to defraud me out of the treasure I won.
surprised she hasn't went after you, Bill.
No, I have I recorded it where she said that I'm the only one qualified to call her a loser.
Well, go ahead.
And why would I be the only one qualified to call her a loser? Because I'm the fucking winner. Only the winner is qualified to call her a loser. And so how can she be the winner when she's the loser? It was solved in 2017. That I've been telling people, once upon a while, this happened in the past. The story is over. It's history. Once upon a while, my name is on page 84. A friend by the name of Bill G, or it says Griggs, but you take the rig out of it. A friend by the name of Bill G. And what's page 84? 84 lumber in the wood. Another loser. Don't call me a loser, Mario. You're gonna get in trouble with that. I won't write to YouTube about you, but it will get you in trouble personally. Yeah, be careful with that word there. Forrest Fenn, the hand of God sign, boom. In this picture, that picture, George Washington portrait. And then there he is staging a picture with me doing the hand of God, doffing his hat. And people, oh, it doesn't mean anything. Horse shit. I mean, I have a multitude of confirmations, and everybody wants to shit on every one of them as if these confirmations all stand alone. No, they're all together. They're all part of the solution. And people can't, they see three things. They can't put three things together to come to a conclusion, yet alone 400, you know? That's why I'm writing my book. And I'll tell you, the person that called my solution a beautiful string of pearls was Lorraine Mills. Said I did it. I put it together, tied together a beautiful string of pearls from one end to the other. And what's a string of pearls? They come together. The end is the beginning. And she wanted me to write a book on it, about it. So I'm working on my book. Got to get my book out. Maybe that's the thing that closes it. I don't know. I don't have money to buy. I could publish it on Kindle. As of yesterday. Yeah, where'd it go? Oh, it's because they're going to deliver it tomorrow? Toby said my solution lacked imagination. You know what? I took a shit this morning, and that fucking turd in the toilet was smarter than Toby. Yeah. Well, I use a wrench on people who come in and mute the conversation we're having on the video just so they can chat with people in my chat. You know, that gets them muted. Yeah. Toby, his brain is so small, you could put it in the kneecap of an ant and it'd be like a BB bouncing in a super tanker.
That's a hell of a visual picture there, Bill.
Ding, ding. You know, the most ignorant, most of my critics are some of the most ignorant people on the planet. Jason's still mowing the lawn. How much grass you got, Jason? Show us your marijuana field.
Hell, Jason, while you're at it, go ahead and head out to that cornfield, man. Do some fucking harvesting. Shit's ready.
Get some of that corn.
Yeah, run that damn thing through the
You're
field.
doing laps, huh? Toby Smelly. I called him Floby and Shilly. Yeah. You know, the people that shit on me have no right to complain when I shit back on them. No right to complain. You started it. All I said was you lack imagination. That is not sexual or perverted or anything. It means you don't have the imagination to see what's right in front of your eyes. You're afraid that you're going to get ridiculed as some type of psychiatric conclusion if you say you see it, that you're mentally ill. When what I've shown people, my fans in Mexico, I got a big following in Mexico, and these guys are showing gold bars that they credit me for helping them find these gold bars. I need to take a vacation, go down there and visit my friends and figure out what they're doing, and then come bring that up here and find some of the gold bars here. I was referring to the person making the statement of calling them a loser. I would not insult you. Okay, yeah, I know, Mario. But somebody, I had called Psycho Esquire a loser. Yeah, I was, and it was said that I am the only one qualified to call that person a loser. And the reason I'm the only one qualified, because I'm the winner. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It shows the world of the person, individual perspective. Yeah. I have a lot of people really like that I stand up for myself. That I don't bend over and take it in the ass from people like my haters. That I actually pick the shit up that they throw at me, and I throw it back at them. And believe it came from them first. You know, Amy never gave me a chance. Here's a letter to you of why I'm never going to let you on my show, because Toby said this, K-Pro said this, Candy said this, and you know, it's like, oh boy, hey, you got a list of all my haters, don't you? People who never had any respect for anybody.
Well, on the bright side, Bill, you're not losing any friends. They're all worthless people to even associate with anyhow. Yeah, Kiwi, as far as that personality, man, I got some people that really, really, really hate my personality.
And as far as this bar shit, Who wants the elephant first? Who wants the first elephant in the chase? You dumb mother fucking bitch. I was the elephant. You stole that from me. Admit it. Go eat your bananas. And then I brought bananas to the 2019 Femboree with my double blazes stickers on them.
Well, you mentioned the word narcissist a while back, Bill.
Yeah.
I made a comment, man, about what my grandma used to say. If you act stupid, the world will treat you stupid. And by God, it was about her. She did a video within an hour or two saying, "How dare how dare I talk about her deceased grandmother?" I'm like, what the fuck? What? Where the fuck
that
did you
weird?
come in on here? God damn. So if I fart, it's all about you? What the fuck?
Yeah. You probably didn't even know her grandmother was dead.
Well, I wasn't talking about her, so I wouldn't need to know that information,
Yeah,
right, Bill?
right.
I mean, what the fuck, woman?
Yeah. Yeah, if you talk about a pimple on your butt, oh, he's talking about the pimple on my butt.
Well, we can all remember early on when after 2 days after she tried to file a lawsuit to steal the chest, we all remember her going on and saying no one should be doing YouTube channels because they don't have a solve. Just get off. And then she'd do her book reading. So you took domain of YouTube, and the latest, like once someone pointed out, the latest casualty, me getting lifetime ban from YouTube. Fuck, Trump incited a fucking riot on Capitol Hill and they banned him. I could understand that. Yeah, I didn't
No, he
incite fucking
didn't.
shit.
No, he didn't. No, he
Well,
didn't.
now, Bill, come on. That's what
No,
they
he
said he
didn't.
did. I didn't say
No, he was still
but
speaking when that riot started down the mall.
okay, Bill, but that's what they
He was
used to give him a
intentionally
lifetime
late.
ban.
He was intentionally late for his speech so that he would keep his people away from there. That was Antifa down there. And that's coming out.
No, Bill, my point was just simply that's what the powers to be, YouTube and all that, used to justify them banning him for life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now I can understand that. I mean, I'm okay if you're going, but for what they hit me, God, fuck the legal system, judicial system. If no one's aware of it, it's broken, and you don't find out that until you're into it. It is severely fucking broken, man.
If you want to violate freedom of speech really bad, try and shut down the president's speech and see what happens to your corporation. I think YouTube's going to belong to the government very soon.
It's just sad what we've come to. As someone in chat earlier said, when did law and lawsuits and law enter into a treasure hunt, man? I agree, man. What the fuck? What kind of a fucking world do we live in now, man?
Yeah. Yeah. People, if you get your news from NBC, CBS, ABC, PBS, you're being fed a bunch of lies. The speech was still happening when the intrusion started. And they were let in by the DC police. So there's all there is to that. There were actors invited in and shown to the chambers and all that. It was so and the White Hats knew that they were going to do that, and that's why they kept the crowd down at the White House. They were down at the White House. You know, have you ever walked from the White House to the Capitol building? How long does that take you?
No, never been to DC, man.
Oh, it's like a mile. You're not going to do that in negative minutes because they were all still watching him talk when this is happening down the mall. It's a long ways. It's not close. Mike Mike Cunt. That sounds a lot like that lawyer.
Maybe they're related.
Is that an attorney Mike Hunt? That's funny.
Uh-oh. Barbara's in the chat. She says, guess Angelina isn't coming.
Oh.
God
What
damn
is
it.
she talking about there?
Her fucking camp out, man.
Yeah, like the one that I laughed when Angelina said she wanted a Bill Gorman mask.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. Or Angela, not Angelina. It's different ones. Yeah, Angelina got disqualified, bro. Nobody wants to go to that camp out anyhow.
Well, she just got disqualified going out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere to look at a
Yeah.
broken rock.
Yeah.
No cake for you.
No cake for her. No cake.
Well, let's see who will have their cake and eat it too.
I'm waiting for the little screenshot emoji.
Oh God. See, look at her. Look at this. Look how she comes in and instantly starts threatening people, man. What the fuck is wrong with you, woman? You instantly
Yeah.
come into a chat room and start threatening fucking people, man. And you wonder
Yeah.
why people don't like you. I couldn't fucking imagine, Barbara.
Isn't
I
that
could
the
not fucking
definition of a
imagine in the
stalker?
world.
Is that definition of a
Jesus
stalker?
Christ.
I think
What the
Jason
fuck,
ran
man?
over his phone with his lawnmower.
Her and her fucking screenshots. I go to screenshot. I go to screenshot. I go to screenshot. Well, good for fucking you. I hope you bring it. God. People's fucking stupidity never ceases to amaze. Well, it goes back to what my grandma used to say. If you act stupid, the world will treat you stupid. Pretty plain and simple, man. It worked for my grandma. Hell, it works for me too.
Yeah. So
See,
I wonder
now
what
she's
this,
on.
Greg was mentioning that the treasure chest isn't in Santa Fe anymore, that it left there yesterday.
I don't know.
What the is that about?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I wasn't told to, yeah. YouTube hadn't given me no notice to ban anybody.
Well, I noticed this star. I don't know. My eyesight's bad, but it's just a little star next to him. It says they wouldn't go camping with Street. Barb, yes. Street, hell no. Well, I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but what makes you think I even want to go fucking camping, especially with people like you? You must think you're something special. What the fuck? What kind of comment is that, man? See how the dynamics of a chat go? She enters
Yeah.
and then hatred fucking follows, man. Look at it. It's fucking
Yeah.
sickening.
Uh,
And for someone that wants protection, a civil
I
order
see.
to keep
Oh,
me away,
I see.
Bill.
Hey,
Well,
Jay Wood wants to eat her cake.
well, for someone seeking a civil protection against me, where I never go to your channel, I never comment, I never call you, I never text you, I never fucking talk to you. And yet you come into a chat where I'm on a Zoom and start running your mouth. What the fuck, man? Yeah, let me say this. I got a screenshot of this, Barbara.
Oh, but like, come in here just to provoke people.
Yes, but she's scared for her life, Bill, from me. She wants
My ass,
protection
she's
from
scared
me.
for her life. If she was scared for her life, it'd be like Rose, you know, cutting off all communication. Don't answer any don't answer any emails, no text messages, none of that shit. If she
Listen,
was scared for her life, she wouldn't have a public presence.
listen to this, Barbara Anderson. Here you go, harassing yet again after being banned. What the fuck? What kind of fucking logic is that, woman? You come to where
Right
I'm
there,
at.
yeah.
You interjected yourself into a conversation I was having with Bill, Galaxy, and Jason, and you could accuse me of harassment. What fucking world do you live in, man? All right. Oh, that's right. A delusional world. I forgot.
Yeah. uh,
Nope, just responding to bullshit. God damn, I'm sorry, Bill. I gotta ignore this shit. This woman is fucking insane, man. Totally
I'm
insane.
sure Barbara thinks I'm mowing her lawn right now.
Yeah, yeah. Watch it. She'll get a civil order on you too. You got to sleep with her to get a restraining order. A civil order is when you don't sleep with them. Kind of ironic, huh?
oh, well, if you didn't know, it's all recorded on YouTube, and
Yep.
and it's YouTube is recording you coming in here and harassing us,
Yep.
trying to take down my channel too.
Give her time. She'll try. That's what she does best. Well, we have to remember she keeps, and this is information from her. She has a 9-year contested divorce, highly contested divorce. Who the fuck goes through a 9-year highly tested divorce? My only thing is, man, get over it. Walk away. That's just facts. You can't walk away from it. 9-year highly contested divorce. What the fuck? So
Yeah, I
how's the
don't know.
weather out there, Bill? You say 88
Huh?
inside, man? 88 inside, you said?
90 inside, 89 outside now. Now it's cooler outside.
It's all the talking you're doing. You brought some hot air into the place, man.
Yeah. You know, I was just came on to chat with people and talk about Preston stuff and the postmark thing to, and you know, the Wicked Witch of the East comes in here and starts spreading hate and
Well,
you know, throwing the
yeah, look
chairs
at it.
around.
She won't stop. Not harassing, just telling you to stop, and here you go. Who the hell do you think you are coming into a room that I don't know? I never invited you. I know it's open, but I mean, that don't mean you got to walk through the door. And then you could accuse me of talking. So I'm not allowed to talk. I'll say anything I want, man, about anything, anybody I want. If you don't like it, don't listen to it.
Yeah.
Really fucking simple, man.
Yeah. There are 10 million other YouTube channels you can go Zoom things you can go talk on too, Street.
Well, yeah,
You know?
exactly. But she
Don't
picked
worry.
this one. Out of all the Zoom joints in the world, she had to pick this one. Play it again, Sam.
Why is she here? To harass Bill Gorman and his guests.
Don't worry, she won't have nothing more to say after Labor Day when she don't get it. That's the day.
I think they're big days before Labor Day.
Well, she seems to think it's for Labor Day.
Yeah.
That's the last possible day the Fenns will give her the chest.
Yeah. Yeah, hi Lily.
Hey, Lily.
And Mike Cunt. Hey, Mike, ain't it enough we already got one in the room? Oh, yeah. You know, in this drama that's being put on, the real winner, the real person with the real solve gets it, and it's the end of life, or the end of the end of self glorification for her. Because it was solved before she ever searched.
That's
And if
ironic,
anything,
isn't it?
she stole the winning solver's solution. She's the hacker.
Well, in a legal sense, if the reason, in my opinion, the reason she never initially came out and told anybody or solved, she just kept referring to it. I'll tell you that down the road. I'll tell you that down the road, was because once she said something, she's locked into it. And we all remember the canopy of stars is a teepee that her sister painted, and that's the canopy of stars. And she's tired of telling people, but she'll tell you why down the road, blah, blah, blah. Well, she just locked herself into what she thought the blaze was. And actually, she went as far as
the actual canopy of stars refers to ancient Egypt and Moses and his trials in ancient Egypt and what he learned from Amenhotep and Nut about the canopy of stars, the brilliant canopy of stars over his head as he watched them overhead and wondered about their existence and other life out there and things.
Well, we have her on YouTube record, and it's recorded, where she said that Forrest called her approximately a week or so after and said, "No, Barbara, you did not find it," but she thinks he's pranking. Right?
Yeah.
She also went on to say the canopy of stars in his lap when he announced it on Dale's site, that little announcement about the canopy of stars was talking about her teepee. So we got her locked into those two things beyond a shadow of a doubt. You can't wiggle out of that, man. It's recorded.
Yeah. Or she's waiting for the actual solve to come out to say it was hers.
Well, she can't. Well, okay, but it better fucking include that her teepee is the blaze.
Yeah. And you know what? It can't have Moses in it because we know that would be totally plagiarized.
It just sees. I'm amazed, man. I'm amazed that the more she talks and the more she reveals how ludicrous it sounds, and yet you have the audacity to attack me. What? For questioning your sanity in all this? How dare I do something like that? Don't people know she's a lawyer, for God's sakes? Yeah, well, it's showing. It's showing.
Yeah.
You know a lawyer's lying if their lips move. And there's not a fucking lawyer out there that I trust.
If you go on YouTube and paint a big old fucking target on your ass, you could expect people to take shots at it.
Well, and add on, we've listened for 14, 15 months to her telling everybody to shut up and get off YouTube. We shouldn't be fucking talking about anything. What the fuck? And you wonder why people disagree with you and speak their mind and their opinions. What the fuck, man?
Oh,
My advice is she should have stuck to fucking real estate law, because now you're
yeah,
in the big leagues, young lady, and you're going to be
yeah.
taught a lesson, in my opinion. You're going to be taught a lesson of what real law is.
Yeah. Yeah. I know a good lawyer. I know a good lawyer in Ohio, a tort lawyer. Yeah, Captain Kirk.
Out of Columbus or Cleveland?
John Kirk. He's a tort lawyer, and I don't know where he is. Somewhere in Ohio, I remember.
Well,
Yeah, I had
met a lot of interesting.
Against DirecTV, and I think what happened is they had DirecTV offered him money, and so he dropped it.
Well, when I was the council PTA president, I met a lot of interesting state and national members of the PTA, and they include a lot of lawyers. So I've been doing a lot of reaching out these last few months, and I think I have a game plan to defeat this evil monster.
Yeah. Well, a couple of my followers are lawyers.
I have a friend that's a judge, a sitting judge, and every time I meet with him, man, he just shakes his head and says, "This is fucking unbelievable, man. Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, do you believe this?" He's like, "And it's playing out live?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, it's being recorded." He's like, "This is insane, man. This is purely freaking insane." He's never heard of any. He's been sitting on the bench for over 20 years, has never ever heard of anything like this before, man.
Yeah, one of the things you learn in law school is you don't do shit like this.
No. And
that is
the
not
number
the
one
proper way for a lawyer to behave.
Well, the key here, and I've said it before, malice.
Hey, she's live.
Good for her. It's malice. 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 It carries a lot of weight in a court of law.
She's probably painting that big old target on her ass again.
Well, it's being recorded, so I'll catch the rerun.
Oh. So people, in her opinion, she can come in to my chat, harass us, and we can't. We have no counter. We have no right to counter her harassment.
Yeah. Well, Luli just asked, why is Street Back was banned? Yeah, I'm banned from ever having a channel. I do not believe legalities can ban me from speaking on someone else's channel. It's not my channel. It's their
She said, "We're not invited to the Labor Day party." I wasn't going to go anyhow. God, who would go to that anyhow?
Street, you're banned from YouTube, but you're still going to be on all these Zooms. So
yes, I'm banned from having a channel.
She won't be able to ban you from speaking. So,
well, and I was kind of hesitant to go on, but I did a little research. My only concern was before I came on Bill's, I'd already done the research. She can't attack Bill for having me on, period. He's not responsible for the things I say on his channel. I am.
Right. We all have a freedom of speech.
Exactly. So just because I say something that could be construed, let's see, if I was to say a song like My Bloody Valentine, the song alone, that's not a death threat, man. It's a fucking song.
Yeah.
I don't get how she can go around and claim that you're doing this and that, and then she calls people names and swears, and
Hell, Galaxy, I got a fucking recording of her drunk as shit at like 1, 2 in the morning saying, "Fuck you, Street. Fuck you. I'm going to get you. Fuck you." I'm like, what the hell? Goddamn, woman. What the hell?
Yeah.
Because I put a song up? I upset you that bad for who? What the hell? My opinion bothers you to the point where you have to use your degree? That tells me, huh? Wow. Okay. Narcissist.
Yeah, and to get a degree, just to use it to go after people you don't like, that's not why you get a law degree.
That's
It's called
exactly what
malice.
they're doing too.
Yeah.
It's out of malice, ladies and gentlemen. That is what her actions is derived from. Malice. It's evil and ill will. There's no such thing as good faith in her dealings as of today. It's called malice.
You know, those clips I made are just her, like, they're not clipped up or anything. It's just saying exactly what she thinks. And she's like starting shit over that.
Yeah, I saw that, man. I saw that.
Like my
She's
South Park.
angry at you
It was
putting
her
up her
own words.
opinions.
It was our own words in that.
Yeah, crazy. That shows, well, once again, malice. That's the key. The word that is key here, ladies and gentlemen, is malice.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got some ideas for the South Park thing.
Those were hilarious, Bill. Those were.
I think the actual producers of South Park would be interested in that storyline. And they have a legal team that can handle stuff like this much better.
Well, look at the fear she's instilled in people. People that would normally not hesitate to speak their mind and their opinion are now scared. They're scared to comment on things. They're scared because they don't want to mess with her because she's a legal degree. So it's a legal degree running rampant on the community, threatening everybody. She's always, "I'll sue you. I'll take you to court. I'll take care of." What the hell?
Let's go after disabled senior citizens, and that's you know.
And then I had Buffalo Bill show up taking pictures all around my house. Granted, they're Google Earth, but still, what the fuck, man? God damn.
I bet if you looked in, found out, you'd find out that she paid him.
Well, all this stuff, here's the irony of it all. It's all traceable, ladies and gentlemen. So the web you weave. I did a video before I got banned. Oh, the web you weave. When first you try to deceive, it will catch up to you, man. I guarantee it. And the key word is malice.
The gods are angry.
Well, it just reminds me of a Kevin.
Thunder.
It reminds me of a Kevin Hart skit. You're going to learn today.
Must be a storm on the mountain behind me.
Rumbling through.
Yeah. Yeah, wind's picked up. It's cooled down to 80 outside and 84 inside. 23-mile-an-hour constant wind. Cooled off nicely from it.
That's the good part of storms coming in, man. It usually cools off.
Yeah, you can turn the fan off. Enough cool air coming in the window with the wind.
Hell, you're late enough in the evening, Bill. The sun's not going to make it humid if it stops raining and starts baking up either.
It's only 5:15.
Oh shit! Never mind. Yeah, your mountain time. Shit. Never mind.
Yeah, the Who Quadrophenia on the 5:15.
Hey, Street,
Yes.
how's the shithole down south? Ohio.
What?
Don't you live in Ohio?
Yes.
I was just making a joke about your state. I'm in Michigan, remember?
Yes. You do know we're mortal enemies, man, even before we even met.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said the shithole.
Yeah, well, no one can keep up a winning team endlessly year after year, man.
Oh.
But then again, Michigan can't keep up a lousy season year after year, so I don't know.
Now the rain's coming in my window.
All joking aside, I think Ohio State and Michigan, the Wolverine is probably one of the greatest sports rivalries and oldest ones around, man. It really is.
It's fun to watch, but not
Yes.
recently.
That reminds me of this joke. This girl, she was she was in the dorm with her friends at the college, and she goes, I got a new boyfriend, and there was a big M on her on her chest from his shirt pressing on her, and they said, oh, is he from Michigan State? And she said, no, Wisconsin. Yeah. No wine, alcohol. Yeah, I know people that don't consider wine to be alcohol.
Italians.
Go dance in the rain. I like dancing in the rain when it's throwing thunderbolts down. I was at a friend's house at Mount Vernon, Colorado. That's above Denver, on the hills where I-70 goes up the hill, and we're in his house, and there was a thunderstorm. I saw this thunderbolt, and the thunderbolt was like there was a 8x8 fence post, and the thunderbolt just disintegrated that fence post. and it dissipates. You see little pieces of it as it dissipates, But then there was another lightning, and the lightning came right. He had a little window open, and the lightning came right through his window and ran right into his TV.
Damn.
And so when there's lightning, or you want to close your windows up, and that shit will come inside.
Have you heard of people taking rebar, like 6-foot rebar, and pounding it into sand, like on beaches and shit, and then lightning hitting it, and you get this, like, it turns the sand into this really cool glass, like, configurations? Have you ever seen those?
No, I hadn't seen that.
Google or YouTube it, man. It's fucking interesting. Some of the art, it's amazing what it does, man. It actually makes glass out of it.
I just seen a picture of some lightning hitting a beach in the water, and the steam went right up the bolt of lightning. It was spectacular, the picture it took. The bolt of lightning is like 3 feet across, And up here at the high altitude, you get some big bolts.
Hell, you're closer to it, man. And you're closer to its origination, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's why they tell hikers and all that on mountains, you get lightning, man, you better fucking get down or search for cover real quick.
Yep. Those meteor showers should still be going tonight.
Yeah.
They're pretty spectacular. I saw some really bright ones going right down the middle of the Milky Way, straight overhead.
Where I'm at, it's hard to not find light pollution, man. I mean, even you go out in the county, it's hard to get away from the light pollution around here.
Yeah. Well, there are some really bright ones that they're brighter than the stars. So if you see any stars, you'd see the. But I was seeing several a minute, like, 5 to 8 lightning or meteorites a minute.
Yes, Sweet Home Alabama, Kiwi. That's where I first saw it, man. Ironically, Sweet Home Alabama with what's that piano player, man? He's like a musician that he acts now and shit.
Not Leon
Harry
Russell.
Connick Jr., I think his name is. Yeah, that movie, man. That's what the guy did for a living. It was amazing. Then I
Right,
YouTube.
yeah.
Yeah, then you
more
YouTube.
likely. You're more likely to hit by lightning than die from COVID.
Yeah.
But Buck is having street tacos for dinner.
Are they fish?
Street tacos. Ever race a lightning storm above tree line with a fishing rod at night? It's a rush. Oh yeah. You don't hold your lightning rod out in front of you, probably, or pointed at the ground. There and the rain just stopped and the wind calmed down all at the same time. Wow.
You guys get tornadoes much where you're at, Bill?
They say the altitude's too high for it, but we get dust devils. I get dust devils, 45, 50 mile an hour winds in them.
Straight line winds or whatever. They're like a tornado, but
I
not
have
a
a video
tornado.
of that coming through here. FOIA evidence. Yeah, lightning crashes. Charges the Earth's resonance, Schumann resonance. Yeah, and we're supposed to have a whole lot because we're in the Lions Gate, a big magnetic increase because we're lined up with the moon, and well, the moon's kind of out of alignment now. 90 degrees to where when it was full moon, lined up with the sun and the center of the galaxy and all that shit. Yeah. You hear about that? There was a guy out at a golf course in Florida and he disappeared. They found his golf bag and stuff, but they couldn't find him. Well, they found him. He was inside a crocodile. Yeah, saltwater crocodiles near Miami. They're not just alligators. And the crocodiles are dangerous. Breeze feels good coming in that window. Do we have anything else to talk about?
There's just so much, Bill, where to start.
Yeah. Tomorrow's the 15th. I think something's and if the thing left Santa Fe, where'd it go? Is it coming up here?
The chest has left the building.
If it left Santa Fe, and why is Greg getting privileged to some information the rest of us are being denied? You know? Why are these lawyers ignoring, the real finder?
Where could it possibly be going to?
Well, I think it should be going to the real finder. It'd be right here. Now, if it left Santa Fe, it go home with the lawyer to test you, and the lawyer is gonna head up here tomorrow afternoon, and the PM on the postage stamp, that might be for post-mortem.
Could it-
Internet treasure trove.
Could it possibly be going somewhere so it could be viewed?
Could it be going home?
To Texas?
Well, where would a treasure chest like that be at home?
It could be going to the state where the real finder is. And remember where his car was going to be parked. Trying to find a paste.
All done mowing.
What's up, Jason?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Did you enjoy mowing lawn with me?
So somebody's posting a chat about the Los Padre mine in New Mexico, and it was according to what the internet's found in 2017. Half asleep. Mario's half asleep. That means he's half awake. Or he could be a quarter awake and a quarter inebriated.
I think Mario is he ahead 5-6 hours, I think it is. Ahead, I think. No, behind us.
Of you, yeah, it's 7 hours from here.
I did Mario and Davey B a live Zoom, and I did it Eastern Standard Time. It was 5 a.m. It was like 5 p.m. in Australia, and I think it was 9 or 10 a.m. in England with Mario. It was weird, man.
You guys got something to watch after you're done here.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? God.
I just gotta laugh anymore. It's like if you think you haven't, if
so
you've already
ridiculous.
seen everything in the world, God, just wait till tomorrow.
It's like my sister. I got to get the last word in. Yeah, it's all thing about the masks. Your mouth has more germs than your asshole. So when you're wearing the mask, just think about that.
Oh. Enjoying a beer street?
Always. I'm an alcoholic.
You stuck in Wyoming and Yellowstone. You got it all wrong.
Get off me.
When he said Wyoming, he was referring to Benjamin Franklin and the Valley of Wyoming, the Wyoming Valley, and the original. You go back to the George Washington portrait and the thumb over Philadelphia. That's Benjamin Franklin, and the Benjamin Franklin thumb portrait, thumb over Philadelphia, thumb portrait, and the George Washington Stewart, one of the Stewart portraits, and the portrait of Moses in the burning bush, all in the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Philadelphia Art Museum, whatever it is. Forrest put a thumb over it and cover up all three of them paintings. Oh, he put his thumb an inch from his eye, right? That's pretty close. He almost probably poke himself in the eye, hit a turbulence. Masket and casket. Yeah. Well, I go by my tarot card readers say that nobody can take it away from me. It's beyond that point that nobody can take it away. So I'm not worried too much, you know. But I wonder what the fuck is going on. You know, and Forrest told us, oh, Gorman did it, but he doesn't know it. It's like, I know it. How could Forrest think I didn't? I knew it way back. I knew it in 2017.
Well, it kind of post fine the last 14, 15 months since it's the announcement June 6th. It's kind of like the big picture to me is patience is a virtue.
Yeah.
If the thrill of the chase was going to teach us anything or everything or anything you wanted it to, this is one of the things I think it was designed to teach from the beginning to the end. Yeah. Patience is a virtue.
And a big part of going peace was you can't sue for it. And you know, that's why I'm not going to sue for it. But
well, it shows intent, doesn't it?
They better not give it to a phony fucking solve.
Well, people who sue, in my opinion, it shows their true colors, their intent. That's just who they are, man.
Yeah.
Even when the creator tells you in a phone conversation, it wasn't you. You didn't solve it.
Yeah. Oh, yes, getting a tan. Yeah,
well, I think we talked about last time you did a Zoom, Bill. In my opinion, she's posted up on that chest and is like a vulture, unwilling to give it up, man. She's going to try her damnedest to take that thing.
Yeah.
Anybody that stands in her way, she uses what she was trained to do in college is to go into the court system and file frivolous paperwork, period. And it's not in good faith. It's in malice. Yeah. And I intend to prove that in a court of law, Barbara. Just to give you a heads up. I'll even give you a heads up to make it fun.
I hope you get damages.
Well, the proof's already out there. It's not like she can change her ways now. I'll give her the game plan. Malice, that's the key. Malice.
Even if she hid the money in her family's accounts. She's obviously got money laying around for all them Amazon shit.
Well, you know what amazes me, Bill? You were in on that public record reading of her divorce file, right? It's public record. She made a thing like, how dare they do that? Oh my God, I've never in my life.
Yeah, right.
It's called public, ladies and gentlemen. It might not be your cup of tea. You might think, wow, that was low. That was dirty. Well, if you think it was low and dirty, you weren't looking at the facts and what was being presented. It is public record. There was no law being broken. She just didn't like it. She didn't like her Amir being held up, and that's why it got the response it did out of her. Plain and simple.
You can still go to the website and read it.
Yes.
If you can go to the Reds website and read it, you can read it on YouTube.
Well, Little Rock makes an excellent fucking point here. She is a public figure, not a private person. Exactly. She came out into the community suing, saying she's the solver. Everyone needs to shut up and back away and get away from her chest. Therefore, you made yourself right. You invited people's opinions. If you don't like their opinion, then might I suggest you get off of YouTube?
Yeah. That was fun blocking Candy.
I love doing that, Bill. That's fun, ain't it?
Yeah. Especially since she says she ignores what we say. She mutes us so she can chat with the people in the room.
Well, she's one of those ones. Every chat room she goes in, like you said, she diverts the conversation. It's all me, me, me. I've solved it. Yeah. I've got it all locked up. Now she's into this database and it's this and that. She changes. I'm 100% convinced this time. And I mean, I've been around since 2016, and I've heard that from her God, I lost count, man. I mean, God, when are you going to settle? You go with the win, whatever's popular. Yep, you're there and you solved it. You've been looking at that years ago. I mean, come on, man. Call it what it is.
Yeah. Boondock Saint. What it is.
Well, why must I go? It will be funny to see what old Barbara does when she realizes she will not ever touch the chest and her solve is 100% wrong. You know, the irony of that, in my opinion, why must I go? She will find out in a court of law in front of the entire world to watch, not YouTube.
Yeah.
It'll be found out in a court of law. If it's
Yeah.
like that old thing, you get what you want. You want to go to court, oh, you will get what you want, but it might not be the outcome you're desiring.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever whatever, you know, what she's done on YouTube, that should be the judge that is reviewing her stuff should see that she's already taken credit that judge has given her this order.
Here's the irony, Bill. She's a real estate lawyer. Like I said earlier, she's going to learn law the hard way. She introduced it into the conversation when she started using she sends them copies of screenshots and well, you just introduced, now I can do that too. You can't object to it.
Yeah.
Because I never objected to you introducing it. Now I can introduce what I want to introduce. So it'll paint, there's two sides to every story. That's what a court of law is all about, right? Getting down to the truth and looking at both sides. I mean, it's, I'm dumbfounded.
I thought about going to El Paso, but I think it'd be a total waste of time. Total waste of time.
Why must I go? That will make it.
No way communicating with who I want to see. So, you know, I can put something on, but no guarantee that person's gonna see it. No reason to. I'm not gonna play that game. And it's playing a game. If somebody could just simply send me an email or a text message or a call, you know. Where I grew up, we had a phone call. We had a telephone. You called somebody. There was no caller ID. You answered it, hello, and found out who it was. You didn't know up front who was calling. And nowadays, yeah, oh, yeah, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to. And so what good does it do to reach out to somebody who isn't going to answer the call, who isn't going to reply to you? You know, go live in whatever you're suffering through. I'm not going to worry about it because you cut me out of the picture. You cut me out of the picture. I'm invited back in, and I think Jason's still muted. He's waving at us, but I don't hear him.
No, I was just gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna do my chicken and duck tours. You guys have a good night.
Yeah.
Later, Jason.
Yep, later, Steve.
Yeah. We lost Galaxy.
He always slides out of the room, man. He just slides out.
Yeah. I don't know how they do that. Is there a pause thing? Or you go out of the tune, step out. Oh. I think I'm going to have to go into town and get some groceries for dinner or get something for dinner this evening because I had Spam and canned chili last night.
Yeah, Bill, it's time to go to the grocery store, man.
Yeah. But the Domino's here, usually when I go to, if I go to, you know, it's like 16 miles to town. It's 3 miles to the highway. So when I usually drive up to the highway, I pull off the side of the dirt road before I get on the highway and I order my pizza and then I get on the highway and drive into town. And when I get there, it's ready. And but it's like online ordering not available. Call. So I tried calling and it said phone calls not available. So I get to the store and they're like, our computer's down. We can't make any pizza. And it's like, what do you mean you can't hand toss a pizza? It's not computer toss pizza. I want hand toss pizza. You know, they don't know how to write a receipt and make change without a computer.
You want to, it's amazing how they look at that cash register to tell them like the change you get. If it comes up to like $10.01 and you give them a 20 and 1, they're lost, man. They look at you like fumble. You can see it in their brain. They're like fucking totally lost. Like, oh shit, what do I do? The machine says I give them this. It's fucking insane, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want a 30-year-old with kids now. No. As far as I knew, she didn't have kids. There were no kids. Well, that's cool. And another thing, and anybody should know, you do not ever tell me what I want or don't want. That's up to me. That's up to me to make that decision.
I agree with you, Bill. That's why I'm divorced twice.
Yeah.
And have no intentions of getting remarried again.
I watch some of these tarot card readers, and you're going to want to do this, you know? It's like, no. You don't tell me what I want to do. I tell myself what I want to do.
Well, women,
I can look at the options and say,
a lot of women will like make jokes and, oh, he's just looking for another mommy. Well, stop and think about it. Your mother tells you what to do until you're 18. Then you get married. Then your wife tells you what to do. I mean, stop and think. And they make fun like, oh yeah, he's looking for another mommy, blah, blah, blah. Well, ironically, there's men out there that's not looking for mommy. And you won't, like Bill said, you won't tell them what to do. And if you try to, well, it creates issues, man. And then they have an issue about it. Well, 15 minutes ago, you were laughing about it. Now you have an issue.
Like last night, I had dinner at midnight. You know, if I had somebody around it, hey, 6, 7 o'clock, dinner's ready. Great. Because I'm too busy doing other things to fix myself dinner. Well, I'm really hungry. I better fix something to eat.
And that's a simple life. You eat when you want to. You go to sleep when you want to. You wake up when you want to. Yeah. You take a drive when you want to. That's a pretty simple life, man.
The doctor goes, oh, you're obese. It's like, that's an insult. Calling me obese is like calling somebody some derogatory racial name, And so I need to promote that labeling for a doctor to label you obese is discriminatory. I'm not obese. I can see my belt buckle when I look down sitting here.
Well, physiologically, humans, especially men, you hit a certain age, your metabolism slows down. You stop exercise. You just stop moving as much as, and the older you get, the less moving you do, and your metabolism slows.
People with a large bone frame, generally way more all muscular, and I'm built like a fucking football player. You gonna tell Lyle Alzado that he's obese because he's 250 pounds? The guy's a freaking athlete. They do those things for little small bone Chinese people, not for Vikings and stuff like me.
Well, and you
I
calculate
can
in
send
what
it to
the daily
Hercules.
calc in the daily recommended calories you're supposed to intake for your size and all that age. Well, okay, at the same time, you're decreasing your movement that much because you're older. I mean, there's so many factors, but yet they're like, oh my God.
Oh, and then the VA, if we label you obese, you cannot go see the orthopedic doctor for your back. That's discrimination.
So if a lifelong smoker goes in with cancer and lung cancer, they say that's basically saying we're not going to operate because you did it yourself, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah. Oh, you made yourself fat.
Hell, then give me a script of Black Beauties, man.
You know,
I'll lose that weight real quick.
you want to see obese?
We got a
Look
pill
at
for that.
Kentucky guy.
Okay. I'll bet you in that circumstance, we could take it to the extremes. They won't recommend you can't go to physical therapy and all that, but yet I bet you can get a fucking what they call that when they put a rubber band around your belly,
Yeah.
whatever, stomach
Fat
reduction.
band.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? Either that or give you a pill.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm wearing these things on my, see this? It's a leg wrap or sleeve. Keep my see, there's my foot.
Is it
But,
copper infused?
Copper? I ain't got no copper in
Copper
that.
infused.
No.
I got a copper infused. I've had like 3 surgeries on my knee. I need a new knee replacement. But anyhow, I use this copper fit. It's called. It's copper. It's same thing, a compression stocking thing, but it's copper infused. I'm telling you, Bill, arthritis. I can't. My knee. The rest of my body can tell when it's going to rain tomorrow, but my knee can't when I wear it.
Oh.
It doesn't take the pain away, but it like alleviates the severity of it and the swelling type.
But I bet that copper will attract lightning. That'll really blow your knee out.
Knee replacement. Hell, I need a whole new leg, people.
My computer, the hard drive got full, so I bought 4 of these 128 gigabyte SD cards, and now I got 500 gigabytes of free space on my computer.
Nice.
So I just like video, docs. If I want something, I stick it in there, and that also keeps anybody hacking in your computer to get from getting to your files. Because if you ain't got it plugged in, they can't see it. Yeah, I got these where they're $9 a leg. So like, except if you get 2 pair, it was like I got 2 pairs for $27, something like that.
Yeah. Those copper
They're
fits.
worth
The last one I bought was roughly $20, and ironically, I got it at Menards, man. Unbelievable. I know people in chat have said like they make them for elbows, knees. They're unbelievable, man. Whatever that copper does, they call it copper infused. It's the same thing as like people with arthritis wears those copper bracelets. Something about copper, like earlier in chat, they were talking about the resonance of earth and all that. Something to do with copper, man, and arthritis in your joints. It's a miracle, man, and it doesn't come in a pill. That's the beauty of it. It's natural.
I was thinking maybe next time on when you zoom in, change your little screen name thing there so that she can't say, see, there he is. It's like, what do you mean? That says Foghorn Leghorn.
Well, I look at it this way.
That says Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hide. I'm not trying to hide. You can take away my
Yeah.
channel. You can try to take away my opinions, but yeah, I'm not going to hide. Right there it is. I'm here. And I
Yeah.
look forward to my day in court.
Yeah, what was the offensive thing said? Oh, well, there wasn't anything offensive said. Shut the fuck up. Right? Tell them.
Well, she actually introduced into a 25-page whatever you want to call it, complaint into the Santa Fe court system.
Yeah.
A video I did that was talking to Buffalo Bill was talking to her, and the song, she said I gave a death threat to her, and the name of the band is My Bloody Valentine. The song is Alone, but yet she actually introduced that into a court of law. Bill, can you believe that?
Uh-huh.
On a video that did not have nothing to do with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
A song it was the song. Everyone knows I put up songs.
All I have to do is put up a song and she's triggered.
There you go.
Yeah, do one Roy Rogers and trigger.
Can you say narcissist? Sure can.
Yeah. Or paranoid delusional?
Yeah, I can say that too.
Copper gloves, braces, yeah. Yeah, I just started putting I got this copper I put on my hiking stick. If I can spin it around here.
If I'm not mistaken, like I said, the knee brace is like $20, Bill. Yeah, the knee brace is 20. I'm sure they got those, like those lifting belts that people work and they tighten it around to lift things. I think they got like a waist back copper fit thing too. It's probably like $50-$60 though, but that knee thing, man, I'm telling you, without that, I could take a walk around the block, and when I come back, my right knee is the size of a fucking softball, man, from like the grinding.
Yeah. Well, my calves before I got these compression sleeves, my calves I measured was 21 inches around my calf, and after wearing it a day, they're down to 16 inches. So I took 5 inches off that circumference around my calf.
You take herbs and supplements, right? Haven't I heard you say you take like multiples and
collagen,
vitamin B12 shots?
Yeah, I do B12 shot once a month because I don't have
lecithin, maybe lecithin or vitamin E. If you Google it, you'll find out there's certain supplements that help with circulation, man. Combined with the compression, you should see a lot better results, man. It's a circulation problem, a blood circulation problem, right?
Well, it's my heart pumping problem. My heart slows down. It stops. It skips beats, has early extra beats. That's why I had a heart monitor for 2 days this week. And after they took it off, I went up the mountains and hiked up to where I found the Buffalo Cowboy car. Because you can't go hike when you're wearing a heart monitor. You can't do anything because if you sweat, all the contacts fall off. They fell off before I got home. But my primary care, being as stupid as he is, I told him I think it's my heart causing this swelling in my legs and stuff. And he didn't know that I had watched a video on congestive heart disease and how it swells up your legs, and they have medication they can give you to stop it, right? So there's a medication they can give you, and I don't know what good it's going to do to send you to. It's like, you stupid bastard. I'm 63 years old, and you don't want to send me to the heart doctor? Are you wanting to get sued? You know, I didn't say that to him, but that's what you get angry with them, because I just watched somebody who's a heart surgeon go over all of this, and there's medications for these different things and treatments, and you're not letting me see the doctor that can take care of that stuff. You're holding me, you're keeping me back, and therefore you're contributing to it getting worse. And I really don't appreciate doctors that get in the way of my of getting proper care.
Yeah, the medical field, that's another field that never ceases to amaze me, man.
Bunch of freaking idiots. You went to college? I
Well,
didn't go to college, and I know more about it than you, asshole doctor.
Well, this is the same institution of what, 200-300 years ago, 400 years ago, when you got sick, they used to bleed you. Thinking, I mean,
that's one thing that helped me a lot.
I know. I remember when you mentioned it, I'm like, that's fucking insane, man. When I first heard that back in the day, they used to bleed people when they were sick. I'm like, shit, no wonder so many people died, man.
Yeah, I have been. My lungs are good. It's my heart. It's my heart that's not pumping it. They test my lungs are great. My lungs bring in the oxygen. The heart's not sending it out. I get out of breath because my heart's not pumping that oxygen to the rest of my body. It's clogging up because there's not enough pressure to push it back up, back to my heart again, to pump around again. They work together. And if the heart ain't working, then you're not going to get the air either. It has nothing to do with my lungs.
Well,
my lungs are great.
Who is it Star? Whoever this Star is, maybe you should stop smoking weed, Bill. Maybe you should. Let me ask you this. If you drink any city water, well water, if you eat any food from the grocery store, you are consuming unhealthy chemicals and other products. If you breathe the air, if you live in a congested area, big city, you're killing yourself. So, yeah, it's admirable to live that lifestyle, what you're trying to project here, Star.
They said do edibles. These are edibles, okay? I have been doing edibles, and my lungs hold 5.5 liters of air.
Well, my point was this, Bill. Yes, smoking will kill you. That's obvious. It's an addiction. It'll kill you. A lot of things will kill you. Eat McDonald's on a daily basis, and that shit will kill you. I mean, Come on.
Yeah. I'm going to have some Chinese food tonight, I think. I do eat my way. I've been doing it for the last 2 weeks. And I have a CPAP. I got to go see I have an appointment next week with the pulmonary doctor. That's the one he goes over my CPAP. But it's been recording for the last 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, every time I've heard you talk about you're having a problem with that in the middle of the night, huh?
oh no, I've got that solved. And I don't put water in the thing because one day it just woke up and it was the mask was full of water. It's I'm gonna drown.
I stopped doing it because it's the cold mist, and I had to clean the tube out. I had to clean the carrier out, the reservoir out all the time. Yeah. And I started I noticed I was getting colds more. No, that's not good for you. I stopped using it. I wake up dry and stuff occasionally, but yeah, unfortunately, Bill, they get to a point where with the mask piece, the face piece itself, you have to smash it so fucking tight, man, with the 2 side straps and the top one that it becomes. What I do is I leave the top a little bit looser, and I put I cut an old sock I had and folded it over into a square and put it on that that little main plastic piece that comes up and hits you right between the eyes. Bless you. Bless you.
Mine doesn't. Mine doesn't have that thing that comes up here. Mine only goes over my nose and mouth.
Oh shit. I got like a full, and I just stick
Okay,
that in
good.
there and it kind of pulls the top away, man. It's a trial and error, man. I've used one since 2009, 11 years. Yeah, it's a trial and error. It drives me nuts, but at the same time, I feel better in the morning when I wake up, and I just picture myself like I'm a fighter pilot, man. And you know how they put on the oxygen mask? Like, yeah, I'm going to
Yeah,
dreamland. I'm getting ready to
mine is
take off.
closer to what a fighter pilot has. and see, two little magnets. These are magnets. The strap.
Oh
Kind of
shit!
like a, and let's see there. The other one. Where'd the other one go? Zoop. And see the magnet just once it's on it. See. And then if I get up in the middle of the night and I gotta go to the can, I just pinch it here and disconnect that. And this,
Here, man,
kicks
I'll show you mine.
Now when I'm done, I do this. Boop, plug it
See
back
this
in.
piece right here, Bill? This plastic that dries. I like yours, man. I got this fucking piece of plastic right here, man.
Yeah.
Then I got like the head. This sucks. This thing right here sucks.
Yeah.
So where was you getting the bleed out, on the sides or the bottom?
Around this.
Around the sides?
Around the sides, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, unfortunately, you got that
See,
bottom side strap.
I think this comes off. This is where it comes out, between these two pieces, and this just snaps back on there. And this is I just had to put the number in because mine connects to my phone. I have an app on my phone I can connect to the machine.
What,
This
out
is
of curiosity, what's the airflow set on yours? 14, 15, 13? Do you know?
17.
Holy shit. Seriously?
Yeah. This is a AirFit F20. AirFit F20.
F20. That's
Yeah.
a fighter. That's the fighter style.
Yeah.
I like that, man. That beats the hell out of the ones I got.
And it's nice and light. And I can have it on. I can have it on and put on. I can put my yeah. I can have my glasses. It needs a little clip so you can take some glasses that, like the earpieces broke off, you clip some other glasses right on there.
Yeah. Build
probably
in.
put some GoPro on it. But I like how see this connector, it spins all the way around.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Pretty good one. It's about time to put a new air filter on it. Oh, yeah, I think I'm gonna do Chinese food tonight. Glasses. So
a local restaurant?
Huh?
From a local restaurant?
Yeah, the Hunan.
Hunan's a popular style of Chinese food over here, man. Hunan province style cooking.
Every time I go there, I rub Buddha's belly.
Yeah.
They got a big 6 foot tall Buddha in there.
Nice.
with his hands up
Painted
like
gold?
this, you know.
Is it painted
No.
gold?
No, he's like a red color.
Red.
Yeah, red Buddha. And I got new glasses coming in the mail Monday. Then I'll have sunglasses that are progressive, so I can be able to read with them, and I can do my shows with sunglasses. I don't think I'll be able to sleep with that. Yeah, it takes some getting used to, especially when it spits in your face, water. But I don't even put water in it anymore, like street.
No, I took the reservoir off, man. Mine has a disconnected reservoir that it pops on. I took it off, man. Like I
There's
said, I wake
Davio.
up dry occasionally.
There's Davio. You turned off the coffee maker.
Well, people that if you don't have to use them, I agree with you. That's what I said when I first got mine. There's no fucking way I could sleep with that. But when you can operate the next day after using it, it's an
Yeah.
discomfort that I'm willing to put up with, and I've accepted in my life. Once you accept it, yeah, you can do anything.
Where did my chat window go? Yeah.
You lost the chat, Bill?
Well, no, Davio's got, I didn't do that, Davio, but I fixed it so that won't happen again. You know, if you have if I let somebody be a moderator on my thing and they abuse that, I'm not going for it. You know, if somebody you don't like on your channel, fine. But yeah, unless I give you instruction like that, you know, don't go doing that here. I get along with Davio. So yeah, that won't happen again, Davio. God damn it. Why can't I undo something? Oh, well. Yeah.
Well, Bill, it's been a pleasure. You
Yeah.
talking about Chinese food and all made me hungry, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about time to go get some dinner here. But I want to talk to Davio about some rocks. You know, there's more than the dog. Let me see if I can if I share screen, is it going to show up? Let me see. I get a picture off of my messenger onto my phone, and I want to share a picture I did the other day. Where'd it go? Is it here? No. No. I know I sent it to somebody. Oh. I haven't gone anywhere. If anybody's wondering, you know, where Bill disappeared, I'm just trying to get a picture off my messenger on this same device. Well, I know where to find it quicker. It's on my Facebook. Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna
enjoy
share
the
this
rest.
picture with everybody.
Enjoy the rest. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, Bill. It's been a pleasure as usual, man.
Yeah.
Later, everyone in chat.
What's that? There it is. I'm still here. I'm still here. Don't worry. I'm downloading the picture. Save to phone. Oh, God damn. Save to phone. Okay. I push the button and it scrolls the screen. Okay. Now I'm going to share this picture here. Photo. Gallery. There. Now, Davio, you got a dog. What about that? Do you see what I see, Davio? Do you see the lap dance happening? That Rocky's sitting there and his girl is sitting on his lap facing him. He's got his arms around, she got her arms around him. And can you see that? Yeah. So, yeah, Davio, Jason lost his moderator privileges for that. I did not approve of what happened there, Davio. That was not me. And I don't like somebody else doing something that reflects badly on me, you know, whether they're saying something. And I give everybody a chance. And when they shit on me, then I shit on them. But I don't shit on people that don't shit on me, you know? So I think your 300 seconds that he gave you is over, Davio. Oh, who's this? Oh. No. I'm getting ready to sign off, so I'm not bringing anybody else in right now. I want to go get something to eat, but I was wanting to hear back from Davio. Might not. Let me see. Was there something? Is there something I can fix in it? There. So there you see those rocks. Those are nasty rocks, aren't they? You see the couple, their head right underneath where it says rock is there two heads. He's kissing her. She's on his lap, her knees. He's sitting there, she's sitting on his lap, and they're doing the nasty. That beats the dog. But you see there's other figures in there besides the face, right, big face right behind him, looking at him. That reflects badly on me. God, you know, unless I said this person's, I mean, I even let Barbara comment, you know, and if somebody has a personal issue with somebody who watches my and wants to chat, that's their own personal. Don't do that on my channel. That's why I unfriend and block people and stuff. Take away their moderator permissions. Oh, that's in my freaking Google settings. Let's see, has he come back yet? You back yet, Davio? Let me know if you're back. I got to find and see if you did something else to you. I don't like that. That wasn't nice. I did not do that to Davio. I went to see the Monet exhibition with Davio. And that was fun. Although he did disappear. I don't know, he got sucked into one of the paintings or what. There we go. Manage my Google account. Security, that's where it is. Recent security activity. Security alerts. People and sharing. Contacts. Block. 20 block users. Let's make sure that Davio is not blocked. He isn't. No, he should be able to chat. His 300 seconds should be up. He should be able to chat again. It said you did, Jason. Davio was timed out by Jason Northface for 300 seconds. Yeah. That's why you're not a moderator anymore. You know, I have on Google, there are, I think, 20 blocked people on my thing. And the first 3 on there are a Google user, a Google user, a Google user. I have a couple of transvestites blocked. And people who insult and stuff like that. But I pretty much let people comment. Barbara's not blocked. I think, well, I did block little Candy, but she's not showing. She must be one of the a Google user now. She's probably one of them, a Google user. Yeah, I don't like that. Because, you know, then they think it was me. No, it wasn't me. Phone, I don't know. So there's these rocks. I mean, boom. That's obviously not a natural. It's a natural act, but it's not a natural formation. That did not get in the rock in any natural process. Unless somebody chipping at it with a pick or other rocks is a natural process. Yeah. You know, I have really not a lot for my moderators to, because I have words that aren't allowed to be used and stuff like that automatically get stopped from posting if you say shit or any cuss words and insulting words like idiot and stuff like that. You can't say on my channel. it automatic block unless somebody approves the, you know, you can call a public figure like a president or a public servant person a name, but we don't do that to other people in the chat room. And I know Davio has been picked on before, and so I'm not doing that. And with that, I think I'm going to go eat some dinner. I got to put some shoes on. I don't know. See what Jason do? He went and used one of the forbidden words. His automatic block. Oh, I just said you can't use those. You can't use forbidden language. Whereas you know, with the 7 words, George Carlin, you know, use one of those words, your post doesn't go up. Boy, what a way to end the day here. Okay, well, I'm going to go get some dinner. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I just explained it to you, Jason. Your comment had the word shit in it, and shit is not a word I allow in my chat. I don't allow people to talk shit. It's in my forbidden words list. I have a list of words you can't use in my chat, and shit is one of them. I try to that way I don't have to watch it so much. YouTube automatically does that. It's a show or hide. I can choose to show it or I can keep it hidden. Rothschild. That's not one of the forbidden words. Little rock. Because I like small testes. No, I'm kidding. Chief Little Rock. Is that a place? That's a place in Arkansas, ain't it? Yeah, I can see it. And it tells me who timed out Davio, which instantly got my attention. And so, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'd like to show Davio some of the rocks around here, some of the stuff I found around here. I could show him the dog known as Anubis. His dog is a Howlin' Wolf, but mine is Anubis, who after Atlantis was destroyed, went to Egypt with Thoth. See? Okay, if you want to send me a secret message you don't want other people to see, include the word shit or fuck or something like that in the message, and the other people in the chat won't see it, but I will. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it clean. Trying to keep people from insulting other people. And yeah. So I think I'm going to sign off and go get some dinner. Y'all have a good evening and happy August 15th, Sunday, August 15th. I think it's a big day. I want to know what Mr. Greg found out.